I see no now hacking. I struggled for 2 days to restore my WhatsApp. So I had a measure. Oh, yeah. Keko wacheda.
Oh, them.
Ihu gonu kobodo gasara.
Onye kwa nsogbu.
Kedi unu abụ ndị nọ na corridors of power. Kedi solution unu.
Ọmụke na-ajụ ya bụ ajụjụ.
Kedu ihe onye m ga-ajụ ya oge ma bụ nwanne m nwere. Onye mụ na ya na-ekwurịta. Kedu ihe a ga-eme?
Ọha na eze melụ a retreat ha mere on the 27th of May.
Last year.
They titled it Akọbụ Ije. Wee kpọọ Alụsị Madụeke as chairman. Invited all the governors of the Igbo-speaking states. None appeared. Only Governor Enugu State sent the deputy. So, ha kọwalụ nnọọ ihe ha ga-eme. Na blood guilt na no coup of 1966 ebe ndị Igbo gburu ndị Hausa. Ha sị na onye wufuru ọbara ga-ekpo ọchụ.
Na-aga
team agago round penetrate ndị Hausa ọ bụrụ okwu akpụ n'ọnụ. Na ndị Igbo ga-achọ akpọ onwe ha n'aka wee jee mgbaghalụ. Because now the blood vengeance that is crying vengeance of innocent blood. Na onye gburu papa ndị Fulani na afia bụ Chukwuma. So and na action and reaction are never equal. So na hit na operation ihe niile na-achụ Igbo came from that incident of 15th January 1966. I will send you the documents. Then anyị nwa bụ ndị Igbo malụ na ọ bụ na nwere ihe na-achụ anyị n'ilo na ọkwa maka na anyị bido n'ụlọ na-achụ onwe anyị. I went to Baton Rouge today. Akwụkwọ anyị eje go to the press. Mgbe na-asị ya mgbe a kọstụrụ dị akwụkwọ wetara m ya ha nche onye ọbụla ọ bụrụ 1 million ka a na-ebi ọ bụrụ 500,000 na-ebi ka e wee bido ya bụ ije.
Ọkwa akwụkwọ ahụ ị dere?
Yes. Na-akọnwa bụ ije. Ndị be anyị nwatakịrị na-aga njem nna ya sị ya akọbụkwala ije. Asụsụ Igbo na-asụ na mgbe ochie. So ngwa iwu anyanwụ na gị nwa bụ iwu anyanwụ bụ nna ndị Igbo. Now you have realized na Enugu State bụ the citadel of Igbo administration. Now Governor Enugu State is not bound to be the guardian of every other governor in former Eastern region. And Alụsị Madụeke put the first Igbo son that ruled in the Igbo Cardinal after Igbo became after East Central State to Anambra State. Now Alụsị Madụeke put the second person after Jim Obodo. So now the three of you can partner to begin to pull the other governors one after the other. So God na-enye anyị opportunity to re-strategize. Ọkwa ka ọ ga-abụ ije. Kere ka ezi eme ụdị program a, gị nwa bụ iwu anyanwụ wee kpọọ ya bụ oku. Enwere onye zaa gị mana esi na inwe the trust of ndị Igbo niile, ndị gọvanọ niile na South East. So ịbịa advice Igbo wee kpọtakwuo Alụsị Madụeke. At the 100 people that were accredited to attend that function, and that was heads of organizations and parastatals and civil society organizations. And I documented it. So now ihe kwesịrị ime was set in motion from that meeting. The chairman of reconciliation, the chairman of peace building in Nigeria, Dr. D.N. Okechukwu, nyere m 100,000 naira. Na ya mara na ihe a na-eme na Nigeria adịgo completed naanị na ọ bụ na without the pollution, without pollution na Igbo, na enwere ihe Igbo na-eje na mba ime gaga. Now, Oruku na Umuode, ịma na enwere reconciliation na 2019.
Onye ya na onye?
Oruku and Umuode. Na Baton community Baton Nachi. I was part of that reconciliation from 2002 to 2019. About 6 days ago, Baton Nachi sent them some voices. Now Raymond Okenwa, that was the arrowhead in the Oruku community, and after I heard that operation of the so-called Ndiosu Nandiuru, sent 4 hours voice message to Ndioruku, renewing that reconciliation email achieved in 2019. Na governor Nyelha Koboko, na commissioner of police Nyelha Koboko. So now a engineer, you know, instilling issues that should intensify a new rebellion.
Okay.
Ndioruku were unleash a curse upon him, a rejection of that misguide, a stop of that confusion. Na fama nwa chukwu ekwukwa na ka ihe gbankwe ha ọgụ ihe ga-abatara ha na ụmụnne ha Umuode to start a war. This took place for 3 days. They thought what happened. Raymond Okenwa, while in Abuja, died.
Okay.
Oruku busted into celebration.
Okay.
So n'akaji Igbo arabaga Igbo. Ọ ihe anyị nwa bụ Igbo kwesịrị ime ka Nigeria dị mma. If you go know ihe Igbo mere na 1966 ka Nigeria ji kposa. Because at the time of 1966, Igbo had no reason whatsoever to engage in coup, talk less of being a champion. And we have not seen reason yet why we have to retrace our steps. And you post in Nigeria, post more, no. But as in a village, na family, boze alo amakibu.
Okay.
Oh here, no ne. Now, ngewa na ihe kire na Ochulo na Baton Nachi, or patrons of Destiny Lineage Trace and Global Family Reconciliation Initiative. So na anyanwa bonde or yanwa ka governor there the acknowledgement of the governor. Okay, go that letter. The pioneer, Destiny Lineage Trace and Global Family Reconciliation. So we need a reconciliation at a family. And Nnamdi they qualified if we can restructure our family and unite as one. We can champion reconciliation across the world. The Shite and Sunni Buddhists were children of the people of one destiny and one origin. Man, because of Nebulu, they lacked blood in line of Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad. Shite, but 90%, Sunni, but 10%. So now that blood guilt of that innocent blood, because he won't have any crime, this man convicted to deserve his death.
Oh yeah.
That is a conflict in the Middle East.
Oh yeah.
The last cousin of that related to Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad in blood.
Okay.
Oh yeah, bụ onye Igbo eji wee bido Igbo ụmụnne bụ ndị Muslim wee bido Igbo nwa till date. So now that Ali one cousin Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad, or can put the crime or commit eji gbuo ya. So he was innocent. All the same way ka Chukwumanzo ji wee gbuo Saduana. Ndị Fulani were na avenge his death till date. So kedu ogene ka ndị Agụlere na Ụmụlere mee ha ncha ha na ụmụnne ha over the years wee n'ọkụ ha nọ ga-egbu onwe ha.
Okay.
So this is what we are supposed to do. And until we rise to do it, nobody preacher I say yes. Not here. So our book has gone to the press. Or eweta the costing. Formatting ka na-eme now. How many pages ọ dị wee nwee ike cost oya? A cost oya. Agwago m bat yesterday say na aga m eji oji ugo bịa. Na onye na-amarọ enyego 100,000. M ga-send gị materials of data akọbụ ije. Who so now among about head of a parastatal that I have told you no. Destiny, Lineage Trace, and the Global Family Reconciliation Initiative. So we need to begin to reunify our family as a family of nation. Ndị Igbo, anyị bido n'ụlọ dịle maka anyị furu ilo. Nigeria, we chant a new song if we are able to achieve this. Ihe na-akụkịta bụ 2:27 mgbe for your message. Wee kpọọ gị. So na ọkwa ayịyọ na ekpere ka anyị na-ayọ Chukwu ihe. This is the best hour to do it.
Ka m kwuo ọnụ. Ndewo. Dr. Harford. Agbanyụkwana ahụ. Ọ bụrụ eme ịgbanyụ isi na netwọk.
Mba.
O nwere ajụjụ m ga-ajụ tutu m ekwu ihe m chọrọ ikwu. Ndị Fulani a unu na-eje rịọ arịrịọ ha bidoro gbuo ndị Igbo gbuo na 1937. Ha bịakwa gbuo ndị Igbo 1945. Ihe ọba ịnahụrụ kwuru okwu independence Edunya Akintola North na 1953. Arapụ ịnahụrụ na ndị Yoruba bụ Akintola ndị na-ekwu independence gbuo ndị Igbo na 1953. Gbuchacha nke ọma. Taa ihe a niile ha na-egbu ihe a niile ndị Fulani na-egbu ndị Igbo, kedu mgbe unu ga-eme ya avenge? Unu wapụ ndị Igbo. Ajụjụ ka m jụrụ. Chere ka m bịa. Eze ndị Fulani agba Amadu Bello egburu. Unu na-aga ịrịọ maka ya. Ma abalị wee egburu eze ndị eze onye ozi Amadu Bello. Ndị Fulani ha abịago mee plead rịọ maka ndị Yoruba edunyere Balewa quelling the weighty riots in Western region. Egbukata ndị Yoruba bụ ihe ogbugbu a na-egbu. Esi na ya bịa na-egbu ndị TV Muhammadu Bello gbukata ndị TV Middle Belt a na-egbu. Bụ ihe wetara ndị a niile mere ku anwa ma treasonable fellow na Egypt agbolowo nga ọ na-egbu. Amadu Bello a na Balewa a bụ ndị chọrọ igboro ọchịchị Nigeria by force na 17 January. Bebe Ademoyega ma Nzogwu ha ma ndị chọpụtara kwụsị measure precipitate coup d'etat na January 15th to stop them taking over Nigeria finally. Mere Nigeria made for survive today. More coup of 15 January, there will be no Nigeria by this time. If Amadu Bello and Balewa have been allowed to carry out their own coup, that was to take place after Amadu Bello had returned from Lesser Hajj. So, unu emego ndị a niile avenge. Unu wapụ ndị Igbo ma ọhaneze. Lee ihe m na-agwa gị. Ị ga-agwa ka unu dị bụrụ ọhaneze ahụ na ndị na-eme ije. Unu gaa n'iru were inyere chakol na-ete ndị Igbo n'iru. Unu gaa n'iru tewe ndị Igbo. Unu gaa n'iru. Ọkwụrụ na ha eme meeting. O nwere eso unu na-eme meeting. O nwere onye na-eso unu. Bat nna ji ama m ya mụ na ala azụ nọ.
Sorry, network. I mean, credit ngwa.
Kedu ebe m kwurutere okwu?
Esi anyị nwa na-eje na-akpọ meeting. Ọ ndị one ka anyị na-akpọ ma ejebe ime mitin ahụ.
Ọ bụ ihe m jụrụ unu.
Yes.
Ọ bụ ka unu si bụrụ ndị na-amarọ ihe ọbụla na-eme na Naịjirịa, ihe ọbụla na-eme ndị Igbo, ihe ndị niile ndị arụrụ ala niile ndị Fulani na-arụ. Ọ ndị na-ekwuchitere Fulani okwu bụ unu nwa niile bụ ndị na-eje mitin ahụ. Unu adịghị akpọ Igbo ọzọ ndị ga-agwa unu ihe a m na-ekwu. Si ihe a niile ndị Fulani na-egbu ndị Igbo gbukata 1937, 1945, 1953, gbukata ndị Yoruba in quelling wete riots, gbukata ndị TV, gbukata ndị Middle Belt. Amadu Bello na-ekwukwa ekwu na ihe a na Middle Belt bụ footstool ha, na ha na-agị deep Quran to the sea, na ha ga-akọnka ma Igbo ma Yoruba ma gịnị. Ihe niile a na-eme mekata tupu eme that coup. That coup d'etat, enwere coup d'etat January 17th, 1966. Amadu Bello na Buhari na Akintola na-eme plan to anakpo walloping the West. Ọ aha coup d'etat ahụ. Nke ha ga-ejizie overtake Nigeria, coup d'etat, mee coup d'etat na Nigeria, sizie Nigeria. Edocheta Ademologun wa na shode inde. Ma ndị niile may change the army leadership ndị ga-carry that coup d'etat. Bụ ihe mere nzogwu ha ma Ademologun ha ma ndị ọzọ. Coup d'etat nke ha abụrụ supposed to be January 15th. Or to prevent Amadu Bello taking over Nigeria, ya na Balewa in a coup d'etat. And if that had happened, Nigeria would have disintegrated. It is that 15th January that saved the Yoruba, that saved the Igbo, that saved the Middle Belt, that saved the TV, that stopped the Iwete campaign in West. Oh, Yama, and preserve Nigeria. Oh, today, India Hausa no no. Amadu Bello. Not that nobody wants killing, but the Fulani want killing. They want that is killing is their business. Now, till today, I didn't the Fulani na Hausa biligo nije. Unu abundi Igbo. Were mma kọtụrụ history, ebe history unu bidoro bụ January 15 na eze ndị Fulani. Ndị Fulani gbukwadoro eze ndị Igbo since 1937, 45, 53. Eze ndị Yoruba since 1962. Na-egbu wete campaign na Midwest na Western region. Na-egbu eze ndị TV, na-egbu eze ndị Middle Belt. Si na Amadu Bello si na ha ga-edipụrịrị Quran into the sea. The sea. Na-ekwu na Middle Belt the footstool ha na ha kọnkago ha. Na ndị ọzọ ma Igbo ma gị na ha na-aga kọnka. Unu abụ ndị akpọrọ onwe unu ndị Igbo. Unu were chakol inyere je na-ete ndị Igbo n'iru. Sinu na aga ime abolition iru ndị Fulani arịrịa na ha na unu gburu eze ndị Igbo. Ndị Igbo, sọ ndị Igbo mere coup ahụ. Ọ bụ sọ ndị Igbo mere coup ahụ, nọ ndị Igbo lead, nọ Chukwuma lead ya coup ahụ. Ihe m ga-agwa gị na ndị Igbo ọzọ ahụ na-eje ije ekwensu ahụ iji arụrụ ala ahụ sị gaa n'iru were pọtọpọtọ tewe ndị Igbo n'iru. Ma iwu anyanwụ, ma iwu kpakpando, ma iwu nkịta, ma iwu ewu, gaa n'iru ma onye mmadụ eke ma manwụ eke ma ndị niile pịkọtawa wee gaa n'iru were inyere tewe ndị Igbo n'iru. Ugbu a na-achọ ka a ga-esi ibu arụ a niile ndị Igbo na-ebupụrụ ndị Naịjirịa. Onye a na-akpọ Buhari bịakwa gbukata ndị Igbo ekwensu a na-akpọ ambasadọ gịnị ji mee ọha na eze gịnị ma George Obi ọzọ yọkwuru ya yọbata na ọha na eze si na president general. N'Igbo niile a na-egbu Buhari gbukata o jee were osi na medal were nye 82 division commander kene ya ka o si na-egbu ndị Igbo ndị nke ya. O nwere ihe ọzọ ọrụ nke a na-akpọ iwu anyanwụ nke ya after ma otokoto niile. The next thing ọ ga-eme bụ ịnọ ebe ahụ chọọ ka ọ ga-esi chiwa ka a rapụ itinye ndị Rivers Igbo ka a rapụ isi na onwere ebe Igbo niile Igbo dị ma ewepụ Central State. unu na-aga n'iru na-eme ya. Ndị Fulani a na-ekpokọ Fulani niile nọ n'ụwa Afrịka na ha na-eme mitin na Naịjirịa. Yoruba na-ekpokọ Yoruba niile nọ n'ụwa ma Kogi ma Akwara si na ha bụ Yoruba bịa kpuo na Delta Edo. Ụwa niile n'ijọ niile si n'ọnwa nwe mana unu niile bụ Igbo ahụ si sọ Igbo bụ isi n'Ọka ịbịa n'Enugu ịlaghachikwa bụ sọ Igbo na ndị ọzọ bụrụ Igbo. Unu na-agba okirikiri so ụnyaahụ ka iwu anyanwụ ma na-enwere Igbo na Rivers steeti maka gịnị? Maka ọ chọrọ si chịrị gawa enye na ndị Rivers steeti opportunity ka ha mee produce Ọhaneze President General. Unu nọrọ ebe ahụ na-agba okirikiri gwa ha na m sịrị nwa Ogbuonye sịrị na unu gaa n'iru were inyere tewe ndị Igbo n'iru. Fulani kwesịrị ịrịọ mgbaghara na Naịjirịa. That is Hajia Alimbe Kaltum na-agwa n'ihe a niile ha gburu na Naịjirịa gwasaa Naịjirịa were ọbara kọva Naịjirịa na ha kwesịrị ọgbaghara. That Ahmadu Bello is a villain and should not be mentioned at the same time with Zinka na Bolowo. That Ahmadu Bello is a villain. Ma Balewa the villains. Kwafuru ọbara ndị Igbo, kwafu ọbara Yoruba, kwafu ọbara Middle, kwafu ọbara TV, kwafu ọbara Hausa. Hausa biligo n'ije. Were n'inyere tewe ndị Igbo n'iru. Were n'inyere tewe ndị Igbo n'iru. Igbo ga-anọ n'ime onwe ha, unu were eziokwu na-etinye n'ụgha. Yes, Igbo should be united. Are you uniting the Igbo? Unu na-unite Igbo. You are dividing and destroying the Igbo. That is one truth you mentioned. Na ga unite kwa Igbo, na ga eme Igbo nke. Is this Ọhaneze? Maybe select consensus Ọhaneze with no election. Nothing. Are you uniting the Igbo? While others are uniting their people. And a Kwoko restructuring. Do you have a template for restructuring? Unu leche ihe sultan ga-agwa unu. Ndị Fulani ga-agwa unu. Ka unu bịa si na Ọhaneze ekwugo. That is what you are waiting for. Ndị Igbo niile dị frustrated with the criminalities of these corrupt people called Ọhaneze. Na ndị otu ha. Ya nwa bụ ihe unu na-aga egbe okirikiri, gba okirikiri, a na-agba okirikiri. Now, the next evil unu na-aga ime bụ ije ịrịọ ndị Fulani arịrịọ. Ka ụwa niile n'ụlọ unu ma dị guilty. N'unu gburu eze ndị Fulani, unu gburu criminal. Unu gburu bloodthirsty dog, hound. Not that anybody wanted to. Onwere ndị Igbo, okay, Igbo na-aga eri arịrị igbu Ahmadu Bello na Balewa. Was there a time the Igbo decided to go and kill Ahmadu Bello and Balewa? Was it the Igbo that sent Nzogu and Co to go and kill Ahmadu Bello and Balewa? Did the Igbo have reason to stage a coup d'etat? Nka unu na-ekwete no Igbo coup. Was there an Igbo coup? Even if it is half a man or 1/4 man, was Unebe, Colonel Unebe killed in that coup, not an Igbo man? That they killed an Igbo man, even if he was a single Igbo man, he was a quarter Igbo man, does it not show that Igbo had no arrangement to make an Igbo coup? Unu were chakol. Chineke kere ndị Igbo aghaghị ịzọpụta ndị Igbo n'aka unu. Zọpụta ndị Igbo na Nigeria. Zọpụta ndị Igbo n'ụwa. We are for restructuring Nigeria. Ka Nigeria bụrụ ezigbo obodo. Onye ọbụla ga-develop dị mma. Do you have a template for restructuring? You Igbo going round. Unu na-arịọ ndị Fulani arịrịọ. This Fulani killing Wimbo. Was it Ahmadu Bello? The killing of Ahmadu Bello that caused the Fulani to be killing. This in the 82 division. Fulani obuleti na 82 division. Ono katosino na enwere war. Mgbe ESN ebidogo war insurgency. Oge gbuo maka Igbo, whereas there is no war in Igbo land. No insurgency anywhere. These dinosaurs kpọrọ onwe ha Ọhaneze. Ha dance to the script of India, the Fulani. Ọhaneze have even has issued a statement condemning those killings. Have you issued a statement? Oh yeah, is it because of Ahmadu Bello that Fulani are killing Nigerians? Go to the Middle Belt. Many communities have been wiped out and renamed by the Fulani. In full view of all Nigerians. Go to Yoruba land, how they kill Yorubas are rising up and saying they don't want Nigeria any longer. That they want to go the separate way. The Ijaw people are rising up and saying they don't want Nigeria any longer. That they were going to the separate way. The Hausa people have risen up and said they are expelling the Fulani from Hausa land. There is no, they were Igbo land, where Yoruba land, where Tiv land, where Hausa land, that there is no Fulani land in Nigeria. That they are foreigners. These are the issues in contention.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name is Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Alo province of Biafra Land, and we are here live and direct. Today is the 3rd day of the 5th month being May 2024. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers. Do not even deny your enemies to listen to this hallowed message onto this platform. Therefore, draw nearer to your listening devices. This is where it all started. This is our rallying point. Our place of worship is here on Radio Biafra. Therefore, as an IPOB member, if you think that you've grown above listening onto this hallowed platform, my brother, my sister, my comrade, look, search yourself. You will be, just like a bird without feather. It's almost useless. We shall never grow above listening onto this hallowed platform. This is the place it started. It all started. Our rallying point. Okoko hapo kum. No way. Therefore, we must continue. Therefore, you can be listening to us also on our FM 102.1 in many parts of Biafra land, CHK 102.1. We are live and direct. Today is the 3rd day, 3rd of May 2024. We are also on satellite. Biafra TV is on. We are on satellite. Biafra TV. You can get us live on satellite. Free to air satellite, we are there. Moreover, if you have internet connectivity, we are everywhere in the social media. Also, you can download IPOB Community Radio with Simple Radio and Radio Biafra. These are different applications. Download it on your smartphone so that you can never run out of any way of listening to this hallowed, this sacred, holy message. The message of awakening. You must be proud to be part of it. That is what we are preaching here. Therefore, I once again welcome each and every one of you. Tata Bobo Churie, the 3rd day of May 2024. We are here live and direct. Today we are going to talk about the issue I played, and I will continue playing it. The plan of the impostors, those that have been imposed on us as Ohaneze Ndibo. Their plan in order to commit the last sacrilege on our race, to bring us down. Just all these things are happening due to their greed, nothing more. You heard the man said, they don't want to unify our people. They want even our, Igbos to be fragmented so that they will not, they will be, it will be easier for them to be, on their catastrophic campaign. Our dear man, he said, the Fulani are bringing all the Fulani everywhere in the world, having meetings in Nigeria. You had El Rufai, the former governor of Kaduna State, said it, that even governor of Bauchi State, I have been playing the clip here on Radio Biafra, that they are bringing every Fulani under one fold in Nigeria, that they are using Nigerian government money in order to bring Fulanis everywhere in the world under one fold. Yoruba is doing the same. But very greedy Igbo people, that this is the worst thing that have happened to us. It's not the civil war. It's not the Biafra war only. Oh, the aftermath of the war is what we are suffering. The policy, the caliphate, the Fulani caliphate, their policy since 1970 is to gradually put us into perpetual slavery. And for your information, they are implementing what has been there, what has been concocted by the Europeans when they came first. When they came to our land in the first time. Do you know, this is historical, it's a historical fact. They named different African countries according to what they produce or what they can get, what the Europeans can get. In Ghana today, it was not Ghana. Are you hearing me? It was not Ghana before. It is the first president of Ghana. What is the name of the first president? Kwame Nkrumah. That renamed it Ghana. It was not Ghana during independence. It was called Gold Coast. That is what the Europeans called them. So they name the place according. They don't care about the people. They name the place according to the resources they got there. Had it been they discovered oil in our land that time, they would have named it Oil Coast, Crude Oil Coast. But do you know what they named I'm coming. They named the Ghana Gold Coast. They named the Liberia. Do you know the name of Liberia? What they named Liberia? The evil colonizers. They named them Grain or Pepper Coast. Pepper or Grain Coast. Because they found a type of brain, pepper, there in Liberia when they come there. Being farmed there. The best of the best. Whether they call it the destiny of paradise. Now they name it that place. Oh, it's a grain coast or pepper coast. It is after they renamed it Liberia. For your information. Now you see the place you also call today. Today that one they opt to remain what they are being called, like a nigger area. The same thing. Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire. A coast for ivory. It was elephant, a place for elephant. It is the evil colonizers that almost wiped off elephants in that side. Do you know that? Even in Aba, it was filled up with elephants. In their greedy and evil quest for elephant tusk, they wiped off everything. So today, Ivory Coast is still answering Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire. It is what they were. When I take all these things, I say, look, we are in a mess. Answering the names we are given. The colonizers, they detected our borders for us. Nothing is natural for us. Sometimes I want to become frustrated, honestly. You know what they call Biafra land? Slave coast. slave coast, where the highest place, the highest place that produces slaves, and that is what they want to maintain till today. For your information, the bite of Biafra was named Slave Coast. Go and Google it. Slave Coast. Are you hearing me? And they are making sure that we resemble our names, the names they give to us. Do you see the magnitude of the fight we are in today? It is something that sometimes, okay, can we pull this string? But we will. We are doing it. I am telling you honestly. That's why I also ask you to be cautious as the leadership of this struggle. Let me tell you, when you hear that the DOS is wise, it's not artificial. When you check it, let me give, before I enter into what I want to discuss today concerning the clip I played, an IPOB press release, I want to just tell you a story. For people that are, many of our, or some of our people are highly sentimental. The situation we are in this world order. Mazi Jonathan said the other day, he said something. He said the struggle for liberation of Biafra is not only about killing, fights, this, no. If you think it's I know. But I have cooled down. The more I research deeper into things, I do understand the wisdom that the DOS is engaged. Because you have to be careful not to make irreversible mistake. There are people that are, in an agitation of this magnitude this time around in this 21st century, it is not only water. You must be highly cautious. You must make sure to be at alert, because what we are into, there are different people with different interests, engineered by foreigners, by even our enemies, by the West, by any people, any nation. You will think that you are with you, that they do what. Let me tell you this story about Syria. Do you know the reason why? Listen attentively, please, because we are the more we go, the more we reason, the more we research, the more we become accustomed to the reality of the current situation of the world order. If you don't play along in a way that that makes you, that benefits you, you fall a victim of what you don't want, and it will become irreversible. Let me tell you this story about the Syria revolution. For you to understand that it is not every popular revolution that produces positive. Example is Egypt. I will come to Syria as I was talking. Egypt, they enter during Arab Spring. They don't want dictatorship, blah 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 blah. We are instigated because they want water. Everybody want, but not every water or popular revolution that needs violence or no. Brain this time around, it will take more than anything water. No. Everything is involved, but Uche takes more percentage. Otherwise, you make an irreversible mistake. I will tell you, I will prove to you. Egypt, wow, they did revolution, and with sentiment. Because Hosni Mubarak, the same with the former president of Tunisia, they imprisoned all the jihadists. It's they are Muslim majority countries, but they know them. You cannot run a successful country with those people outside. It's impossible. But with sentiment, the Egyptians brought down Mubarak. And with sentiments, they voted for Islamic Brotherhood. That they promised them heaven and earth. Oh, they were this. Oh, they were water. They took over power. Are you hearing me? Mohamed Morsi, they voted him in power with 52% vote in Egypt. Not knowing that he is an active terrorist supporter and facilitator, direct. He is dead. He died in prison. But it's the revolution that brought him. People want liberation. Be careful where you are running to. That is the problem. That is what IPOB leadership is highly careful. If things come to us, the road become misty. They tell everybody, stop. Let us gather ourselves to know, to watch where we are going. Because there are many hyena, lion, everything is into play. Hey, agitation. You don't know what is happening. Egyptians used by fast lane, they entered into one chance. They voted the terrorists into power in the name of revolution. They put him into power. Ahmed Morsi. He now called directly the president of Arab Republic of Egypt. He was calling his terrorist comrades, direct, international. He was in jail even before the Egyptian revolution. He was calling them to come, that they are now in power in Egypt. So they are welcome. I was a launching pad for anything. Do you know how he was caught? A president's phone is never bugged. But the terrorists he was calling, their phone was bugged. So, some countries' intelligence services listen, and while listening to the calls of all those terrorists, they detected that, look, the person talking to this internationally wanted terrorist is Egyptian president. Egyptian president. A president of a country, a sovereign country that is enjoying Westphalian sovereignty agreement, is calling internationally wanted terrorists. No. And they checked it. He's calling them, telling them things. They said no. They have to pass the whole information, the transcripts, the calls, everything to the Egyptian intelligence service. They said no, not our president. They said look at it now, listen. When they listened, they were shocked. What I'm telling you is what happened in Egypt. It's not it didn't happen 5th century. It's what happened just few years back. I'm telling you. Why the president that you are here, that is the reason why somebody that was normally voted into power, the Egyptian military, upon receiving this critical information, and you know that time, the time of Mohamed Morsi in power, many bombings, Copts Christians were slaughtered everywhere. Terrorist bombing in Egypt, to announce that he is here. Now the Egyptian military, once they got this information, now what they did, they issued ultimatum to the president to either organize early election or to resign immediately. The man started using, why should you tell, this is a democracy. They tell him, we are not talking of democracy. They use a word on democracy. You are democracy. You have to resign immediately. He started yapping, oh, Egypt, we are a democratic country now, so what? Before you know, they stage a military coup. They deposed him and arrested him. Say you are a rat. They deposed him and put him in jail. Charged him to court for treason. And he was in the court in jail until he died. I think last year, 2 years or something like that. That was Egypt, though. Now, let me come to Syria. Do you know why the Syrian president survived the so-called revolution, Western revolution? Because when he come, just like what Mazi Jonathan Chinedu said the other day. When you see a country, a state that is talking about anything about you, about us, or anything, don't go in a hurry to conclude. We are in a world of chase. If you play, you watch here. Your opponent will play, you play your card. Nobody loves you. What they are doing, what people does is, or what countries do is doing things for their own interests. You as a people, as foreigners to them, as Biafrans to them, you are nothing in their eyes. In the Western eyes, you for them, you don't even exist. So when they talk about you, don't be in a haste to conclude. You understand? Be conservative. Reason. Because they are not doing it for your interest. They are just doing everything for their interest. That is the world we are in. So in the case of Syria, everybody is fighting for their interest. The West is fighting for their interest to remove Assad of Baath party. Are you hearing me? Because they want the oil pipeline from Kuwait to pass through, and he refused, to Europe. But and now they instigated. He's this. That time they know he's a dictator, this and that. They know how to play all these games. He's calling on cracking down on protesters. He's this. But today America is cracking down on protesters in America. Oh wow, this world itself. Sometimes I will stay like this. I will be laughing. United States of America, where there is a free speech, they are clamping down on students that are on peaceful protests, because their protest is not to America. The American government is not their interest. They are supporting free Palestine, so it's not their order. It's not the world order the way they want it. So they have to crack down on it. Who is talking on them? Imagine that it is their perceived enemy country doing this. Oil will break loose now everywhere. Or now just everywhere. Just imagine what will happen. Before you know, sanctions are sanctions. Now who will sanction America? That is the world we are in. It's not a world of law. Order or justice. It is a world of power. Are you hearing me? Power. When you hear power. Power in the barrels of gun, in the barrels of missiles, in nuclear weapons. Once you have all these things, go and sit down now. Any person that talk, you tell them, say, shut up. And who be law? Now we be law. Who is justice? Now we be justice. This thing I have, now I be justice. Do you see how the world works? That's why we need to work hard. Do you know, working hard for us to develop and have that power? That is where the secret of this world lies. Power. Power. Is nothing. Money cannot buy power. In our case, no. After all, Buhari made a statement, and your naira, your billions and trillions of naira become useless in your hand. Just one small thing, one small pronunciation. You see people, you now start bringing out the money you hid. Do you see power? That is what is called power. With the power, only one power, pronunciation. Is it not our brother's investment in Lagos that he took 6 years to construct? Billions of naira investment. Only 6 hours. Power. Destroy that thing. They have given order. Finish. And that our Igbo brother, he has money, but money cannot buy. He said, destroy that. Finish. That is power. And I say, we are misplacing. We Igbos, Igbo Biafrans mostly, we are misplacing priority. We believe that in a boutique, it is not a good, even a good language. Are they a boutique? Because that is not really is not real power. It's limited. Are you hearing me? Because if you have billions of naira, billions of dollars in your account as in assets, a person with power can just destroy it under 1 hour. You become a pauper. Under 1 hour, you become a pauper. Or you continue begging. So, what am I trying to say? When the revolution started in Syria, people started protesting legally, legitimately, protesting little by little, without arms, without any violence. And that would have been the highest arm. Do you see? That revolution without violence, people will gather, the more people gather, because once you start killing them, you continue killing them. People will die, yes, but it will now fall back to the power. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing what I'm saying? That is how it is now in this world we are in. What I'm telling you is not for people that are only interested in strike or it's not always like that. Or it's not that involved, yes, but it's not always a very good idea. You have to be careful because this is a movement that involves millions and millions of people. There are agents of Mami Water in our midst. There are agents of crocodile in our midst. You think that we are together. There are agents of trees in the forest. There are agents of snow. There are agents of the shouting, hey, yeah, water, Biafra. I want you to learn something from what I want to say, or the story I'm talking about, Syria. Today, the real, genuine freedom agitators, revolutionaries in Syria, they have been relegated to the background, nothing more. And Assad still in power. Do you know how he got it? Let me tell you. When the wind of that revolution was blowing, what Assad did was what? He allowed the prison break in prisons in around Syria, where all these extremists were being held. Are you hearing me? Where extremists, these Islamists, were being held. It is intelligence work, intelligence. Because you know that they are coming out with religious extremism. They will divert that genuine cry for freedom, for reform. Now they will divert it in another way around and will start hurting the people. And now, even he will be showcasing it to the international community. Say, no, these people are not even freedom fighters. They are just extremists. They are criminals. Look at that, how they are beheading people. If I'm telling you this story, I want you to correlate it to what is happening, what Nigerian government unleashed in our land. We are prepared. We are prepared. Not only mentally, we are prepared. Through wisdom, everything, calculate, analysis, we are prepared in this struggle. Now, President Al-Assad, he made sure that he allowed prisoners to prison break everywhere in Syria, so that these extremists will come out and now divert the genuine cry for reform from the people. It will no more be cry for reform. It will now enter into something Allah Akbar, into forming Islamic State. That is what it plays to their advantage. Whereas America also is playing their own game, the West, to use the Islamic extremists to make sure maybe they can pursue Al-Assad and later they can be able to control them. Do you see? Every country is playing their own chess, their game. Al-Assad, which is experts and friendly countries advising him, say, wait, leave them, let them go out on the street. Now the genuine people that we are protesting for genuine reform and revolution in Syria, these infiltrators, Islamic extremists now infiltrated them. You know, we need water, Allah. They now started little by little hijacking the genuine struggle. Are you hearing me? Because they know that President Al-Assad know that if he allow the people only to be genuinely protesting without violence, and he will be muscling and killing them, there will be international uproar. It doesn't matter the support they have from anybody. It will touch the conscience of the world that look, no. You know, there is a way you do something. No, it doesn't matter the cost. Don't you see what is happening in Israel? Every time they refer to what happened, yes, there was terrorism that occurred in 7th October. But now, why is it that the world is revolted? Because Israel has gone overboard. Do you see how things work? That's why in this world you must not be a high extremist. You must learn how to maintain equilibrium in ways. I am learning it, honestly. It is something. It is wisdom. You must maintain equilibrium, otherwise that extremism will backfire on you. That is the reality. So the genuine people that we are clamoring for changes, reformations in Syria, at least for more freedom, economic reform, more freedom of speech. Now these extremists that came out from prison, they enter in their midst. For them, all of them they saw all of them as fighting the same cause, but no. And the Syrian intelligence, they know that within small time that these people will hijack the whole thing and turn everything upside down. Do you see the danger? Just hold on, I'll just in a jiffy. We must continue. As I was saying, please, I want us to learn from things that are happening. So these extremists, they infiltrated the genuine revolutionists in Syria and took over. If you watch their documentary, you see now them everywhere in Syria, everywhere there's protests, these people come up, they are Syrians, yes. People now see them now. These are more zealous people. These are action men. These are water people. Let's follow them. Anywhere. Hey, they don't care about that. They don't care anything. They want to let something be going on now. But little did the people know their motive. Are you hear the thing? Are you hearing me? People didn't know their motive. That their motive is different from what they are fighting for. They are trying to create an Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, ISIS. Are you hearing me? They started talking to people inside homes. I watched some of the documentaries. They will start demonizing Assad, that he's even Satan. He's not a Muslim. That we need using Islamic sentiment now to implant in them, even children, that they should fight so that this man will get out. People that were genuinely clamoring for reforms and freedom, they fell into that temptation. Before you know, arms started flowing in. The creators started fighting. Before you know, al-Baghdadi came in and announced the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, ISIS. You see that? They turned heavy. That thing Assad wants is looking for what he is expecting to happen. They laugh. He say, "Yes, I got it." Now he started showcasing to the world. America too that wants to use these people in order to consider Assad as usual. After they will do the damage control, they will control them later. As they use Al Qaeda, they will control them later. They now saw that the brutality of these people is too much. That they cannot wait and start, because the world will say, wow, where America? Because America wants to use them to unseat their enemy, to remove him from siege, so that they put in their puppet, and after they start announcing, "Oh, democracy now reign." Haven't they put democracy in Libya? Haven't they imported the democracy in Libya? Are Libyans not enjoying the American democracy today? I'm telling you honestly. They have imported their democracy in Egypt. I mean in Libya, and the Libyans are enjoying it. Let me tell you, most Libyans are regretting their lives. Why? What happened to them? They removed now they understand that Muammar Gaddafi is their god. I am telling you. People that are in Libya are listening to me. When the lines are open, you can call to say, "No, man, what you say is lie." Is what I'm telling you is true. Because of sentiment. Be careful of hormone, this sentiment, adrenaline. Be careful. Be careful. That is why I am very happy that our people have mutated from highly sentimental people to moderacy. But we have to take hold of our sentiment. If it comes like this, hold it, bring it down. Try to use that wisdom. Use wisdom against sentiment. Subjugate it. Do you hear me? Otherwise, enemies will use that sentiment, and before you know, you will commit irreparable harm to our real motive. Now they formed the free Syria military. For many of them, they thought that that is their motive. They are fighting to free themselves from the grip of Assad and reform. They convinced them to carry arms, say no, because this man is killing you, so you have to carry arms. Otherwise, not knowing that they are falling into the hands of their enemies the more. Now the extremists took over, and it became a reign of terror. The people that they are controlling, they saw shege. They behave the people like they kill innocent people. They burn children. The people now we are shouting, say, please. If even 10 President Al-Assad is more better than these people. Just bring President Al-Assad into 10 places. They prefer him. Do you see? Do you see what the Nigerian government wanted to do with this infiltrator? Killing our people, burning our people's houses, so that so people will start saying, of which they have started it. Now we are not part of Biafra. Let us be careful before we commit irreparable loss. That's why I am of the opinion, convinced, that the leadership of this struggle is divine. I am telling you. The time you want to do it, wait, one wait. And now watch it, because enemy is full everywhere. Do you know what they call us? Do you know what the West named us? Do you know what the evil colonialists named us? Slave coast. That place, slave coast, that we're supposed to remain slaves. That is what slave coast. That is the name they give to us. Biafra land, Biafra, slave coast. So our enemies about that time, they never even discover crude oil. Only that it's easy for to catch slaves, and these slaves are the highest breed. People that can walk, people that are highly healthy. They can walk. Biafran slaves are sought for everywhere. Go and make your researches. What I'm telling you is historical. They cost more money. They buy them more money in the Americas, in Europe, because they are more healthy. They can walk. They are more resilient and resistant to even disease, to everything. Pure breed. So what we are fighting is too much. It's not something only sentiment can stop. Oh, what now? Oh, kill this person. Do this. No, it's not only that. It's not only that. Mazi Jonathan want to say the leadership is seeing more than that. Oh, okay. That thing now. Why we never kill this person? Why we? You is your sentiment. Yes, for you it is right. For you, but they are looking. The leadership is watching more than what you are seeing. Are you hearing me? I use Syria as case study today. Before the real genuine freedom fighters of Syria, free Syrian military, before they can understand it, ISIS has taken over everywhere. They become the minority. Today they are nowhere to be found. That is why Al-Assad is still there. He defeated them, all of them. And because of the terrible massacre and slaughter, genocide being committed by ISIS, America can no more, because the war pushes said, oh boy, because they wanted to use these people to unseat their enemy, President Al-Assad. But their crime, their criminal act, their terror became too much to the world. If America didn't do anything, even people, the whole world will turn against America. They know it. They grudgingly started dislodging them, bombing them, and today they are nowhere to be found. Al-Baghdadi was killed. All of them. Are you hearing me? So the whole so-called revolution flopped. And what they wanted to achieve, nothing. Only fractions now in Syria. They call themselves. I watch a documentary. One person, whether he say he's a fighter, they are relegated in villages, interior deserts. Whether they are up to 200 men, free Syrian army, that they are genuine fighting for democracy. Who will hear them again? They have been dislodged with brain, because that time they were engaged in water without minding some other people that championing that water. They don't know that they have another motive, but the government knows, and they want them to be more extreme. In this world today, you have to be balanced. You have to be balanced. You don't have to be high extreme to the extreme, and you don't have to be lower. You have to be maintain equilibrium, as I say. So I want to go on to about the clip I played, and I will play it more and read IPOB press release. Remember, we are still on the series of living the continuous colonial legacy in our land. They call us slave coast. That is what they maintain. That is what they want us to continue being, slave coast. That is why the most important thing is for us to sanitize our brain, for us to understand the type of enemy, the magnanimity of the enemies we have, the type of mess we are in. Are you hearing me? So that we become more at alert in anything we are doing, because we are in a very bigger mess than we even think. Are you hearing me? They impose rulers on or against us, Biafrans. That is the reality. You all saw how Hope Uzodimma came into power. This is the one that is moping at us. Something that happened a few years back. He's still moping at us. Hope Uzodimma is still there as the president. How did he enter there? How? In position. Why were the caliphate, the Sokoto caliphate? That is, for your information, that is what Ottoman Danfodio called the empire he formed, the caliphate he formed. Sokoto he changed Gobey to Sokoto, which is a Fulani name. There was nothing like Sokoto until 1808. He called it the Sokoto Caliphate, the Fulani Caliphate. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? So we must be wise. They are working tirelessly, and the Fulani has been using the same modus operandi right from the time of Futa Toro, Futa Bundu, Futa Messina, all those caliphates. The Fulani started jihadism in West Africa, if not Africa. Okay, let me call, because North Africa started right from, but let me call West Africa. They brought Islamic jihadism, forming Islamic State. When you hear ISIS in West Africa, ISWAP, you thought that you would be thinking that no, it is another terrorist group. No, it is the same Fulani, because it is what Ottoman Danfodio formed when we killed the King Yungfa. Are you hearing me? Of Gobe. He was preaching jihadism, and he used the Hausas to kill their king and proclaimed Islamic State. The Sokoto Caliphate is Islamic State. So when you see the terrorists that are ISWAP, Islamic State of West Africa, it is the Fulani. Do you need to be? It is not something maybe we are attacking. No, it is their army. It is their fighters. Sheikh Gumi said it openly on national television that these are their warriors. What are you going to do about it? These are their warriors. They are trying to restore back that their caliphate, because Britain interrupted it. Britain destroyed it. Are you hearing me? The Fulani, that is Sokoto Caliphate, was conquered in 1903 when the 12th last Caliph Atahiru was assassinated by British forces, marking the end of the Caliphate. That is Islamic Caliphate, which they are now fighting. But you know, when you hear ISIS, Nigerian military fighting Boko Haram, ISIS, these are their soldiers, they are warriors. It is reality. It is not rocket science. It is not an imposition. No, it is reality. They formed it. They want to recover their caliphate. But do you know why? Their caliphate, that caliphate, it was not, Biafra was not part of it. The now so-called the southern Nigeria wasn't part of it. The caliphate was dissolved when the British, French, and Germans conquered the area in 1903 and annexed it into the newly established Northern Nigeria Protectorate, Senegambia, and Niger and Cameroon respectively. So that's their caliphate, Sokoto Caliphate, which is Islamic Caliphate. It stretched before from Northern Nigeria to Burkina Faso to Niger, even down to Senegambia and part of Northern Cameroon. Are you hearing me? But Britain now came and did the work of demon, Satan they are, to put us with people that are longing to conquer in everywhere. Are you hearing me? They put us together and gave them, gave them the right to kill everybody, to conquer everywhere. Do you know what the European colonizers? Do you know what they want in a people? Brutality. If they see a people that are brutal, they will use them. People that don't forgive, number one. And another criteria is if a people that doesn't conform, that doesn't accept the European way of life, they maintain their stand. If they are indigenous people, they maintain their stand. If they are traditionalists, they say go to hell, we don't want to. They don't accept all this European ideology. The Europeans respect them. You might be wondering what I might say, but that is truth. Just watch it everywhere. Once the people colonized by Europeans, and we accept their way of life, including religion, number one, you are nothing. They take you as used tissue paper. You see, Femi Adesina say, use the tissue paper. The Europeans, they don't regard you as nothing, because they say you are not a man enough to even stand and defend your own ideology. You are following us, wearing our tie, speaking long grammar. They don't give a thought about you. They might use you at that beginning, train you in order to capture everybody, in order to capture other people. But later on, they will hate you and work against you. Are you hearing me? Because one, they see that you are not man enough to defend your own way of life. Instead, you join us. And number two, they might also believe that you want to use the brain they give to you to fight them later. So they will try to support those that stood against their the European way of life. They will support them. They say, yes, these people are real human beings. No matter we kill them, but they stood. They were not Christianized. Are you hearing me? What I'm telling you, look at it everywhere. It's like that. Once the Europeans will come and convert you to their Christianity, you start imitating, behaving like them in your way of life. forgetting everything concerning you. They will hate you, hate that people. They will make sure they subjugate you. I am telling you. That is the system. But once you continue standing your ground, like India, yes, you colonize them all, but they tell you, I beg, your religion is nonsense. We have our own. They will respect you. What evil colonizers want is what they like, or what not liking. They don't like it anyway. But what instills fear in them is you stand your ground. Even if you are being slaughtered to the last man, you stand your ground. If you survive it, they will respect you forever. You become their partner. But in Aza, bute Virgin Mary, bunye sin now no ya wawozi chukwu nefe. How say you condemn moya? I see your great grandfathers who Quinsu or Wajomo Hane Legi. They will give you well to that those people at the initial time, but at the long run they will despise you. And they will despise you. Are you hearing what I'm saying? That is their way. That is their way. So, what am I trying to say? The Fulani, these are people. Their modus operandi has been Ottoman Danfodio's grandparents. They came to Hausa land as a Fulani header, so for your info, the same thing still. I posted on my timeline, and there are other people that posted it also. In Edo, you see Fulani settlements inside thick forests. They will come to your land. You know we have a vegetation in equatorial forest. They will go a place inside the forest where they believe that hardly people go there. Hardly villagers even go there to farm. They will go there and form their village. You start building. Have you taking your time? There is one. Even I played it. I think the last time I was on air. He's also a Benin man. He said something very striking. He said these people are turning. They have turned Nigeria, destroyed Nigeria. They don't want anything to be organized because disorganization is how they thrive. We don't know that. We want a good life. The way you want a good life, they themselves they want. Look at where the bacha, the huts, Mureno, Sono, they are living with a snake. They are living inside the forest. They don't care, but they have a long time agenda. When you see them, you say these people self, they don't know anything. How they come live inside forest? They know what. All those generations, they are there not to construct anything except bacha, just something to cover themselves, to cover their head. They are fighting mosquitoes. Their children might be dying on malaria, any type of disease. They will be enduring it. The children they born there, you see how they born. Look at that video. You see the type of children they born everywhere. They born like pigs. These are their policies. Is their strategy. They will go inside the thick forest where even villagers, some villagers don't even go there. You don't dare go there. They will go there, open, clear spaces and start living there like animals. With their wives, so start burning children there. Anyone that die, they bury him there. No problem. They survive. When you leave them, in the next 20 years, those children they born there will grow up and will be able to carry arms. You see that? They will be committing havocs. They will be expanding. Now, the next generation, they will be building block, small. Before you know, they will have their emir in that place. Before you know, they will start clamoring that they need road. With the Nigerian system that is in their hand, they will build roads. Don't you see how Sheikh Gumi is saying that no, Nigerian government is not caring for Fulani that are inside the forest? That they should be building their own school. They should be. Do you see? That is how they take over everywhere. Before you know, in the next 100 years, they have become indigenous people there and taken over. That is how they behave. That is why when they tell them go and ranch, give them land. Only Niger State is more bigger than the whole southeast. Do you know that? Now you have land. You have too much land. You have spaces to graze. They say no. It's our tradition to be moving from place to place. That it is their tradition to conquer. Oh. It is their tradition to come because they have been eyeing that southern protectorate they call southern protectorate of Nigeria, south to south and southeast and the southwest, the whole south. They have been eyeing there. Ahmadu Bello said they have to dip the Quran. They will capture everywhere because Britain facilitated it for them. They are not giving up. Britain joined us together. Had it been we are different countries, they cannot come in. Are you hearing me? They cannot say no, we have it. No, because they never conquer us. Ottoman Danfodio never put his leg on our land. Even his following caliph, his child and others, they tried, and the Sesefly dealt with them in Benue, and many of them were decimated. They have to go back. Britain now came and did the evil job for them to bring us together as a country. Do you see? Do you see the work of Britain? So that a Fulani man will come all the way from Mali. He will take Nama and come down to our land. That he will tell you that is one Nigeria. That is their slogan. We have the right to go and live anywhere in Nigeria. They will go and live inside the forest. You think they don't know what they are doing? Inside, you say, this is where. Look at where now Fulani camp there is inside forest. No person go there, and they will go many times. They will go to the best space of land, the most fertile in Enugu. They go there. In Delta, in Edo, in our land, they go there. They stay there. Now, in the next 20-30 years, they burn like pigs. They will fool everywhere. Before you know, crime will be going everywhere around that side. They will be raping. Before you know, they will be marrying. Because they are on mission with the help of the Nigerian government. They will be marrying our women, burning things that they no get head. That's when you talk, they say, no, follow. And they will be dashing, just ordinary mama. And then our people just be giving them land. Gluttony, long throat. We need to eradicate all these things. All this mentality. We need to eradicate them, please. For us to progress. Now, Ohaneze Ndigbo of all people. Now they take responsibility. They want to take responsibility that no Igbo coup. That thing that Britain has been pinpointing. Do you know that it is BBC that first announced that the coup, a military coup by a Nigerian or Nigerian soldiers. Now they no more term it Nigerian soldiers, they term it Igbo soldiers, Igbo coup. First time in Nigerian history. And since that time till today, Britain brought tribalism and everything fell apart. Igbos. Oh, Igbo coup. As if the military, they were serving the Igbos. The military, they were under the auspices of Nigeria. They were trying to save Nigeria. Even this man, he said it. He said, had it been Ademoyago and Zog, all of them, had it been Ifuajina, all of them didn't do what they did in 1966, that there would be nothing like Nigeria, which would have been better. But poor innocent people, they were brainwashed by Britain to save Nigeria. They pinpointed to them, go and kill Ahmad Bello and save this Nigeria. Poor, innocent. Do you read their age at that time? 20-something, 30-something years. So what did they know? What did they know in comparison to Britain that is an old serpent when it comes to international politics, manipulations? Britain got their independence from Rome in 410 to 412 AD. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Almost 2,000 years back, Britain liberated themselves, fought their way out of Roman grip. Poor, my dear, poor, innocent, naive, ignorant soldiers, Nigerian soldiers. Britain used them. Now, Britain was playing their chess, using them. The old serpent was using them. Oh, rise up and save Nigeria. This man, otherwise, he's engaged in a northernization agenda. And they will reveal everything to them. He is the direct descendant of Ottoman Dan Fodio. And that is true. A descendant of Ottoman Dan Fodio. So, his eyes have not been removed from continuing that Sokoto Caliphate. To turn everywhere into Sokoto Caliphate. Britain will preach to all these innocent people. Carry gun, go and kill. That's why be careful of even who is telling you to kill or to do this and to do that. IPOB is using their own brain. Because in this world there is no friend, there is no enemy. If you allow yourself to be manipulated, others will use you, get what they want and litter you. They will litter you, nothing. Are you hearing me? They will litter you. Now this brings me. Since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been in jail, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to Israeli television to announce that he is a Jew. Have you seen Israeli government talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's rendition? Official, I'm not talking of individual, no. The government talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's detention. That is, I suppose remove it. And I know why. Honestly, they had the way. I know why. Have you seen them gone to say no? It's a Jewish like us. Ndị not anywhere we belong. With sentiment. Have you had it? Go. Have you had it? That Israeli government talk against the renditioning of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That he must be released. He's a Jew like them. But sometimes inside on Diara. I slave coast. And we continue behaving like that. But this generation will break all these bounds. I'm telling you. I get break here. It is not an easy task. But we break it. Because that's what they call us. A slave is in love with his master. Anywhere his master goes, he protects his master. He does everything to please his master. But no way. Today we have our own brain. No more another thing infused in us as our brain. No. We have our own brain to think. Even if you come to say this and that, we first of all reason. How can we benefit from what you want us to do? How can we benefit? What is our benefit? What is the end game? We calculate everything. But you that is at the outskirts, we don't water. You don't know there are things that are more than water. Go and ask the Free Syrian Army. Where are they today? They are nowhere to be found. Because they were not at alert. They allowed infiltration. They follow the people that carry water everywhere. And where I lead them today? Nowhere. Back to square one. Even more bondage. That is how the world works. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Under Ottoman Dan Fodio leadership, the Fulani Caliphate, that is Sokoto Caliphate, expanded into present-day Burkina Faso, Cameroon, southern Niger, and most of northern Nigeria. It didn't come. There is our land. Biafra land is not Islamic Caliphate, for your information. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? So we have nothing to do with them. Chukwumanzogu, which today, you know one funny thing. Chukwumanzogu, Kaduna Nzogu from Okpanam, in the present day Delta State, it is still the people that come out and say we are not Igbo. Now there is too much sophistication in our case. Too much cobweb. Too much cobweb. Okay, the person that did the thing that they used to kill us, now they go and tell the people, say you are not Igbo, separate, you are no more Igbo. Which means we are killed for nothing, for other people's nothing. Of which this man on phone, on WhatsApp, he said, what the Nigerian military did at that time, it was not Igbo affair. It is the case of Nigerian military. It's just like, I used to give this example, and rightly so. The Rwandan genocide of 1994. The cause of Rwandan genocide, because a Hutu, the president, the Hutu president, and the cabinets, all in one flight, both military, the military hierarchy, all Hutus, was shot down allegedly by Tutsi rebel, which some were even alluding, I think France, alluding to the present day Paul Kagame, because he was a rebel leader. He was a Tutsi rebel leader at that time. They alleging it to him, which is also, it might be wrong. Now, he made the Hutus to now kill the Tutsis and the moderate Hutus in a genocide. In the space of, is it 1 or 3 months, more than 800,000 people were killed in a population of, I don't know whether 6 to 10 million. Check the ratio. How many percentage slaughtered? But still, they didn't say, because these people cost it. It is Tutsi that killed the president and all the Hutu and all. They cost it. No, they didn't say that. Arusha trial started. It started the international ICC. That is the origin. Are you hearing me? They didn't say no. Continue killing them because it's them that is their brother. And one or some of them that killed the leaders of Hutu. So it serves them right. The same thing that they are still talking today after slaughtering, committing genocide against millions of Biafrans. More than 5 to 6 million Biafrans killed in the Civil War, in the Biafra War. They are still talking tough. And you see Ohanes and they were preparing to go and apologize to the Fulani. You see these people are backwards. Look at, when you listen, I listened to the man that wanted to print a book. He's an intellectual, but look at the type of intellectuals we have. One-sided. They don't make researches. That way they are being programmed, they go there. They don't think, oh, Mungo Park discovered River Niger. Oh, you start writing big essay about praising how Mungo Park and Landau brothers came all the way from Scotland and the United Kingdom, and oh, how good they are. Do you see the type of education they give to us? You don't think. You don't reason. The man was explaining, no, it is if we go now beg, we have to make a peace, because he give an example, because of the brainwashing of the Fulani. Do you see Sunni, how they are killing Shia today? Because they killed the innocent person. The uncle, the cousin of Muhammad. So the killing continued. That is the example he gave. An Igbo man, an intellectual that is writing book. Yes, man. Our leader called them intellectuals. You are programmed one way, And you continue. After the revelations of the man, the other man, he said, now wow, you have put another review on my head. Which means he didn't know. You see, these people you call intellectuals in our land, the Igbo intellectual politicians, nothing is in their head. Nothing. Well, stop seeing them as how brutal for carry. They have mansions. They have this and that. Nothing is in their head. Please stop giving them that respect. Nothing is in their head. If they near you, educate them. Educate them. Please. Educate them. Please. Because nothing is in their head. This man, he want to publish a book to favor Igbos going to beg or say Akonije. Because Haneze Ndibo has lectured him. Now say, okay, I can be a human being, reason, make your own researches. Stop being tools in the hands of useless people. Please. Intellectuality is not wisdom. Most of them is just you are a professional only in your field. Nothing more. It doesn't make you more intelligent than others. No. You are trained. Just like a driver, you are a trained driver. It's your profession. It doesn't make you to be maybe more wise than any other person. No. You are a carpenter. You are trained in that. You are a doctor, medical doctor. You are trained in that. It is your profession. So that thing doesn't make you to be. That is the mistake our people are making. Hey, no, doctor, Nabiko. So anything he talks, he goes. No. When it comes to health, now when the doctor is talking, you listen because it is his field. Are you hearing me? When it comes to health, when it comes to woods and nail, now the carpenter, when he tell you something, you listen. It is his field. It is not about general wisdom, common sense. No, it's his field. Are you hearing me? But our people believe that hey, he owns a factory that manufactures keke, so he's a bigger. No, so anything he talks, you bow down. Because our people believe that money makes you wise. It is life from the pit of hell. That is what what makes our people to be having inferiority complex. Now anything he tells you, or now for me to you start clapping. Because for you, he is wise. That is why he can be able to make money in order to buy that car. No, it is lie from the pit of hell. It is lie. Money can come to anybody, including a fool. Anybody can make money, but not everybody is wise. Are you hearing me? Not everybody can develop common sense. Not everybody can speak common sense or commonsensically. Do you understand do you see the difference now? That is what our people are combining. Now look at are you talking against this man of God? Look at what he's wearing. Do you see the police and military protecting him? Can you be able to do that? Can you reach his shoe? His shoe is more than $10,000 and you're talking against him. You are talking that he don't know what so our people, they misunderstand this life completely. They mix up somebody making money and wisdom. These are two different things. You see it in this man. When the man that he want to publish the book, almost published that book, supporting the insupportable, Ohaneze ndị Igbo praise him, present him that you have to, if Igbos can pull out this, make reconciliation, go and beg the Fulani for killing Ahmad Bello. Now they can reconcile the whole world. Do you see average Igbo man little brain? Very little, very little. Maybe if you see him on a shine, his car, mana ya kuoku ya no kuki na watch ya. Hey, you become ashamed. You become ashamed because there is no common sense. There want to come no common sense. Just you only photo. That's why our people are always trying to make noise with the little thing they have, so that they will be equated to that thing they have. They showcase it so that they will be equated to wisdom. Do you see? This is a psychological issue. Our people, many of our people have this psychological issue. It is also called inferiority complex. When you come, you base on what you get. In order for people to standardize you, to judge you, to elevate you, that you are this, you are that. You will go and buy chieftaincy title. Ikeketorium hikem gbamiri na awụ mee ihe a nweta obere nchọnchọ gụwa ihe a rụọ ụlọ. Hey, ya na eko. That is a sickness, psychological sickness, and we need to cure it in our heads. I am telling you, because for him, that thing he has joined the group of wise men. Is inferiority complex. If people are talking, even you don't know what to talk, you don't know what to contribute. Instead, he will bring out word of cash to show up or what he wear, in order to showcase, to cover that his idiocy. He wants people to watch what he has, so that idiocy in him will be covered. It's a psychological sickness, and our people will be healed on it. We should be cured. Are you hearing me? We're going to make noise. That thing is a sickness. You see a wise person, somebody that has something upstairs, he will be quiet. He will be quiet. I could remember when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started this broadcasting. He said this sometime at the early time. He said there was a time when he was talking, he don't want people even to know him. When he was, so he said, sometime he was in a cafe in the street of London. Somebody saw him, say, are you not this man Nnamdi Kanu that is talking? You are. He said, nah, these people. He said he rose up. He said, no, I don't even know what you are saying. He rose up and go his way. Do you see? But normally he's supposed to go, yes, it's me. Nah, you see what I'm doing? If he's a non-entity, because he wear one nice suit that costs $20,000, he will showcase it, because he don't have nothing upstairs. Are you hearing me? He don't have nothing so he don't have nothing. That's why he's showcasing something physical, so that people will now be judging him through all those physical things they are seeing. Now, but when he speaks, everybody also, because they will say, which kind of useless idiot is this? But what our people do is this: the crowd there, they will declare, carry money, buy everybody, pay, declare drink, so that even if we come and talk rubbish, people will start clapping. They are not clapping because of what he's saying, but because of what he has given them. When they go out, they say, no, no here. Talking to themselves, they say, no, no here. Now, but I can hear. Let him be bringing. That is a sickness worrying our people. I am telling you. I am telling you honestly. It's a very big sickness. But we must continue. Radio Biafra has made us to be wise, and we must continue. So, the Ohaneze Ndigbo wants to go and beg our killers. It is something that is being proposed to them. Now, if you do the same way they proposed to Kanu's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sibling, go and destroy your this thing. How do you call it? Collateral. And come bank tell you go and destroy your collateral. I will come. I will give you loan. Mommy Nyako Mommy Binta Nyako as they used to call her. He tell them, you know your problem. Why no one I no one even listen to your case. It's because of these lawyers, so that they make me vex. I don't want them. They are the people where they stop Mazi Nnamdi. That if I see them, I become uncomfortable. I don't want to see them. If you people can, it's you Ejimako I want. You handle the case. You come write bail application, and I go give you bail now. No. The Kanu we go. They're happy. Very easy to deceive. Our people are very easy to deceive. They don't cling to logic. They don't reason. Immediately their sentiment. Oh, okay, now, women that have said, they don't think. They don't reason. They don't reason. You see it. Today, Fulani, the Caliphate have told them, you know, once you come and beg us, make it open, your press will be there. You beg us that you are responsible. It's Igbos that are responsible for why we are killing them. So, and everything will stop, and now finish. You know, 2027. Iboma will be president. You know, the Fulani, they know that the average Igbo man, not an IPOB member, because once you're an IPOB, you listen to Radio Biafra, you become wise. An average Igbo man is manipulable, easily manipulated. What do you think the Europeans call our land? Slave coast. Think deep now. Do you think it's out of nothing? Do you think so? Because it's what is being produced. They are slaves. People that are manipulable. People that can easily be manipulated. People that if you come tell now your ancestors are evil, they say yes, so you convince them against you to turn them against themselves. They agree. Do you think that name is just for out of coincidence? No. They study the area. Liberia, they call them Pepe or Grain Coast because it is what is produced here. They name this place Ivory Coast because it's what food there is physically, it's reality. They name the present day Ghana Gold Coast because gold food there. Now in our land they name it Slave Coast because slave food now. Just carry one person, give him inducement, give him money, say go and bring your brothers, I will buy it, I will give you more money, he will run. That is slave coast. Let us not be IPOB. We are breaking this bound, this course, we are breaking it. I am telling you, we are not slave coast. We cease to be, we are Biafrans. Are you hearing me? So, let us reason and continue reasoning. They have told their Ohanese Ndibo, go and do public apology. Now, press will be there, the international, now you bear the guilt to finish. We forgive you. These idiots, don't tell them, look, why we lost how many people? Millions of Igbos, of Biafrans were slaughtered in a genocide in the war, during the war. And you are telling us this is an insult to our people. We have been killed in 1937, 1945. Is it because of Ahmad Bello? Okay, the people that are struck, that did that coup. The person that refused, that foiled that coup. One is the colonel that refused to give the key of armory. It's an Igbo man. He was killed. Agi Ironsi also foiled the queue, refused and stopped it. So what are you talking about? No, they will not reason in that manner. What matters to them is that promise the Fulani have given to them. No, once you do it, don't worry, I will make you minister. You bring out 3 ministers, 4 ministers in the next time. We will support them. And in the next 2027 election, we will make you president. Igbo man, even you are fit to be president. They have started again. It's only what their brain now will focus on that. They don't reason what they are doing. The catastrophe it will cause to Igbo people. What they are doing. They don't reason that. They don't know that once they do that and the press captures it, finish, the Fulani will open door and increase the tempo of what they are doing. If you talk, they'll bring, even in the internet, that they have accepted the gate. So why should we? They will fling on you. Even you have to pay reparations for killing Ahmad Bello. That it is you people. That you people have to be paying extra tax. Because he goes on trillions of dollars. That you don't know these people. They don't know. I don't know why our people are greedy. So greedy. I don't know. Chineke, we pray this type of primitive greed. It is primitive. I am telling you. Let us mutate into civilized greed. Europeans have civilized greed. Because the civilized greed is taken from foreigners and bringing it for the benefit of your people, not taking from your people and selling your people's interests for the foreigners. No, that one is primitive greed and primitivity. Civilized ones is what America is doing, what Europeans are doing. They go and scatter other countries, destroy other countries in order to steal. Britain is sucking our oil, making sure to continue creating problems everywhere in order to feed their people, to make the English population live standard lives. That is civilized greed. Are you hearing me? That is what we have to engage in. Let me just play this clip a bit. Just a bit. Continue listening, please.
Uno. Ndị a ji chakolu, ji pọtọpọtọ, ji mamịrị, poisons mixie na-ete ndị Igbo n'iru. Ihe unu ga-agba nkịtị. Ebidogo ichere na o nwere ihe unu mere ga-eme asị nye Igbo bịa chịwa Nigeria. Because Igbo man will come with the energy and wisdom of the Igbo people to rebuild this country and make it good for everybody. They don't want it. But Igbo actually Nigeria, not dependent on this stupidity and nonsense happening with people called Ohanese, which is why we are giving support to the rival Ohanese. Murderers and killers, genocidaire, millions of your people. Granted, killing Ahmadu Bello is not decision of the Igbo people or Balewa, Makintola. Granted, nobody says anybody should be killed. But what about the millions these people killed about your own people? Have you made abolition? Millions, men, women, children, disboweled, buried alive. Buhari and Otu, Mary Aruchi, they are still killing today. Unknown gunmen they introduced in Igbo land. Many families are missing their children. Others are crying in vain. There are still people, no money hammer, that are being held in jail. Lewa fali weji na Abuja nwere ihe o mere. Igbo ka eji ihe ahụ. Onweghi ihe unu mere. Ụwa niile na condemn. Si na o nwere ihe Nnamdi Kanu mere, serapụ ya. Unu abu this dinosaurs kpọrọ onwe ha na-ese. Unu si nu Kanu ga join for his unconditional release. You say you are going to observe the trial, the proceedings, to know what to observe. Ihe anyị na-ahụ n'ụwa. Ihe anyị na-ahụ n'ụwa. Chineke mere Igbo ebere. This sort of entities imposed on the Igbo people as leaders. O nwere oge anyị siri ka Igbo bido agha. O nwere oge anyị siri ka Igbo bido ọgụ. Kedu akọ na uche dị n'ije ahụ unu na-eje? When you know that those things will be written into history, that Igbo have accepted responsibility for the crimes committed by the Fulani throughout Nigeria. That Igbo have accepted responsibility for the crimes committed against the Igbo. Since 1937, the Fulani Egbugo approximately estimated 60 million people in Nigeria, in the space called Nigeria, since 1803. Now, the Igbo naga yiruwa and akwa mea culpa, no pushunu the guilty on behalf of other Igbo people. Woe unto them that are saying that, and in that journey they have entered. God will punish all of them individually and collectively. Will punish them. Zinc will never be happy with them. Opera will never be happy with them. One will never be happy with them. Osadebe will never be happy with them. Chinwatebe will never be happy with them. Amabibin Serim will never be happy with them. Jaja will never be happy with them. Ibiam will never be happy with them. Ndiane Jaja Ija. You will in the Tendi Boniru. Ndi Nigerian. Ite kundi Yoruba in your Niru. Ite Tifi in your Niru. Ite Madu. Na ganga ngari arurala. And the joy field na persuade ndị ọzọ ime ihe. Ndị Igbo akpọrọ onwe ha Igbo iji sense nka were 20,000 naira tinyere ha envelope, they sell the Igbo nation. That's the thing. I know. Onye ọbụla na-ahụ ya na-complain na-ahụ ya. O mere unu ka o nwere ihe na-eme. I'm happy you've told me this nonsense because o siri ọbụla aka ị na-agwa ihe emere gị. Na-agwakwala alọnchikwa na akwụkwọ ahụ with this mindset. Degharịa akwụkwọ ahụ na o nwere ihe ndị Igbo mere ndị Fulani. Igbo never arranged any coup d'etat. The Igbo never killed Ahmadu Bello Balewa. It was some army officers, yes, led by mostly Igbo people that carried out that coup d'etat. And that coup d'etat saved Nigeria. Enabled the Fulani to continue to be part of Nigeria. Because if Ahmadu Bello and Balewa and Akintola had been allowed to continue killing Westerners, to continue killing Middle Belters, to go and wallop Nigeria and take over Nigeria, they would have, that crisis would have scattered Nigeria and there would be no Nigeria today. Gawani niru ma Chineke kere ụwa n'uju ya ga-azọpụtarịrị ndị Igbo n'aka unu. Ọ bụ n'aka unu first ka ga-azọpụta ndị Igbo. Igbo with one voice. We are even thinking aka ndị ha kpọrọ onwe ha na-esi Igbo dịda dị na njide Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu, you know, like I do, was not fighting Nigeria. Yes, he was agitating for secession. The Igbo have not decided for secession. But because of Megide, Nigeria, he wanted secession. And that is his right to self-determination. He didn't organize ESN to fight federal government. He organized ESN to expel the Fulani from the farms and highways and villages of Igbo land. The Fulani imported into Igbo land all over Nigeria by Buhari and the Fulani to conquer everybody, to extort money, they destroy the economy of Igbo land with the help of factions of their army. Eme owani lema. Manunu na ọrụ eme na eme rụkwụrụkwụ nọ ndị Igbo. Rụkwụrụkwụrụkwụ mgbe unu ga-eje. Okwu ga-akpọ ha n'ebe anyị ha na-agagharị. Because they are wicked souls. Ndị anaghị ije ahụ.
Yes, you see it. I will stop here so that I'll go into a few minutes break. But before I do that, let me continue reiterating that, look, the Igbo people have no single apology. We are a people that has been wronged. Are you hearing me? Genocide has been committed upon us. Now what they did is imposing people they call leaders, their own choice of leaders or of leadership on us, so that to deliver the whole of Igbo land, the Biafra land, into their hands. Are you hearing me? George Obioso is dead. What legacy did he lay? The man said it. So it is high time for us to stop following these people because stop listening to them because You know, they give you look at during election time or election campaigning. Look at how they will be inside a tall car vehicle, throwing Indomie, packets of Indomie like animals, and our people will be singing their praises. How have we been relegated so low to the extent of Ohaneze Ndigbo wants to go and apologize for to our killers, to people that are destroying even outside now they are starting to rise up to know what Fulani did to them. Igbos, we want to go and carry the whole blame. Mea culpa. Oh, it is our fault for being killed. All the Kogu. Now let me read the IPOB press release before I go into a few minutes break. IPOB press release of 3rd of May 2024. 3rd of May 2024, that is today. IPOB sends a serious warning to Ohaneze Ndigbo to stop plans to apologize to Fulani or face severe consequences, and rightly so. Ohaneze Ndigbo have committed a sacrilege and abomination against Ndigbo and against all the indigenous peoples in Nigeria. The attention of the family and movement of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, led by the indomitable leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has been drawn to the sacrilegious and shameful move by Ohaneze Ndigbo to apologize to the murderous Fulani Caliphate in what they called ablution and what they called Ako na Obi. Ako na Obi. Ohaneze has crossed the red line by attempting to go and apologize to the Fulani terrorists for what the clueless Ohaneze called forgiveness from the Caliphate for Igbo military officers' involvement in the 1966 coup that led to the death of Sir Ahmad Bello, by the abominable plan or planned visit of Ohaneze Ndigbo, will be on record as aggressors instead of victims. I am telling you, these people, they are not, I don't know, the worst thing is not even the war. It is these people that are being imposed on us as our, without this revelation, we wouldn't have even known. And before you know it, tomorrow, they will write it on newspapers all over the world that, oh, Igbos, after all, it is now accepted that Igbos have accepted responsibility. They had the responsibility, that they caused everything, that they killed the Fulani. Do you see that? Now let me continue reading, please. Those red captives in Ohaneze are morons and ignorant fellows that have allowed the bribe money to take away their sense of reasoning. These men are the household enemies of Ndigbo and other indigenous people in Nigeria. Bloodthirsty Fulanis have murdered indigenous people of Biafra and Ndigbo from 1933, 1945, 1953, 1966 till date. Indigenous people of Hausa, indigenous people of Yoruba, indigenous people of Middle Belt and other indigenous peoples in Nigeria. These murderous Fulani have not apologized for killing millions of indigenous people in Nigeria. But the vampires in Ohaneze had effrontery to plan to go and apologize to the Fulani Caliphate for the military coup of 1966. I'm telling you honestly, the military coup of January 15, 1966 was carried out by young military officers from all ethnic groups in Nigeria to stop Malam Ahmad Bello and Abubakar Tafawa Balewa from the forceful Islamization and Fulanization of Nigeria. But Major Chukwu Manzogu and other young military officers, including those from North, West, saw this and stopped them with Middle Belt regions. Stopped them in a bloody coup. Somebody like Ademu Yoga is a Yoruba man. Ndigbo never sent military officers to stage a coup for them or to murder on their behalf. Nevertheless, the 1966 coup that was carried out by young military officers from all ethnic groups in Nigeria was viciously tagged as Igbo coup. Why was the military coup led by Murtala Mohammed, Babangida, Buhari, Abacha and other northern military officers not tagged the Hausa or Fulani coup? This is a very, very pertinent question. Babangida coup. No, it's not a Kanuri coup. I think you don't tag it to Kanuri. Buhari coup is not Fulani coup. But it's only this one you tag Igbo coup. Do we reason at all? Oh, Chineke, do we reason? I don't know, ma Ozi. I don't know. I don't know. It's very frustrating. Let me continue reading. Leadership has seen cash given to Fulani Caliphate to misrepresent Ndibo and declare Ndibo guilty of a crime that was not committed by Ndibo. Ndibo has been victims of Fulani massacre in the northern Nigeria from 1933 till date. During the genocidal war of 1966 to 70, millions of Ndibo were massacred, both pregnant women and unborn children. Still today, Ndibo are being slaughtered in their farms and homes by Fulani terrorists. Case of recent Ozo Wani of Enugu State is a case study. This bunch of Fulani hand-picked traitors in Ohaneze, led by Wanyawo, have not boldly condemned the Fulani murderous activities against Ndibo, but decided to make a caricature of Ndibo's integrity by going to apologize to the murderers. Very terrible, honestly. This is the height of insult, not only to Ndibo, but also to all the indigenous peoples in Nigeria who have been victims of the sponsored Fulani terrorist attacks. If Ndibo continues to allow these traitors called Ohanese Ndibo to continue parading themselves as leaders of Ndibo, the lives and safety of Ndibo is completely compromised. Iwanya Wanko should know that nobody elected him. He should resign now before it is become late. The Fulani and big treacherous leaders in Ohanese are representing the interests of Fulani Caliphate, not that of Ndibo. It is time to stop the treacherous Ohanese from parading themselves as representatives of Ndibo. They were never appointed nor elected by Ndibo, but they selected and appointed themselves with the approval of their political masters and Fulani leadership and the Hope Uzodinma. Ohanese Ndibo has betrayed Ndibo. They betrayed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They betrayed the P2B's presidency. Ohanese are a bunch of hand-picked Fulani political stooges who want to speak for Ndibo without Ndibo's consent. Chief Iwanya, who led Ohanese faction, are traitors. Hope Uzodinma and his Fulani masters selected Iwanya as Ohanese president to do their bidding. This insatiable, pot-bellied political jobbers in Ohanese do not represent the interests of Ndibo at all. The gullible men have been brainwashed by their Fulani masters to apologize to them and take responsibility of atrocities on behalf of Ndibo for the actions of Nigerian military officers when some of them were not yet born even. Sometimes these insatiable fellows claim that Igbo youths insult their elders. It is now clear that they are the cause of it. How clueless and senseless these men can be for political favors. If Iwanyawo led the Ohanese Ndioshi faction, dare go ahead to criminalize Ndibo with the so-called apologies, they will attract serious consequences as long as IPOB is concerned. The eagle eyes of IPOB are watching them, and they will not go free for having such minds. If Ohanese Ndibo dare travel to the northern Nigeria and apologize to the murderous Fulani Caliphate, IPOB will declare them persona non grata in our land, and an order will be given to treat anyone that identifies himself or herself as an Ohanese Ndibo member, both at home and in diaspora, as a criminal and traitor, and will be treated as one. In fact, going forward, Ohanese Ndibo should stop speaking or representing Ndibo. Chief Iwanyawo, your time has elapsed. Iwanyawo led Ohanese faction are on their own, as no Igbo person, group, association, or community send them to apologize to the murderous Fulani terrorists and their sponsors. If Iwanyawo and his factional group goes to Sokoto to apologize to the Fulani murderers, they should remain there forever. We reject them as Igbos from that point forward. Comrade Imam Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for the indigenous people of Biafra. This is the press release, and this is where I'm going to stop. I will go into a few minutes break, and after we open the line to take just few calls. Please do not go away. I'll be right back.
Very wicked human beings. Agarunu jog. Is there anybody telling Igbo people to go and fight a war? No. Is there anybody? Why not come and organize yourself and be united and watch what is happening, going to happen under Tinubu? And watch. The Yoruba people are angry. Igbo people, Igbo masses, not you people. Igbo masses are angry. Niger Delta, angry. Ogoni, angry. Ijo, angry. Urobo, angry. Bini, angry. Nnamdi angry, TV angry, Middle Belt angry, even Kaduri angry, outside walls very angry. Now the Igbo are going to spoil things for them. Then accept guilt for what they didn't do on behalf of millions of innocent Igbo people. No. Wow, what I have said, let them go to blazes. Yeah, that is why isi guzoro na ndị ọzọ kwuo okwu a na-aṅa ntị because ahụ ihe a na Peter. Now, Peter, why not men are coming down? He may go when detail, he may go when template for restructuring. Pardon? And I make invite in there and they say, no, South and Middle Belt Forum. I'm a rubbish. People are strong. Even the Nigerians about Fulani treaty, betrayal, terrorism and mayhem. All of them are terrorists. Conniving with Western powers to destroy Nigeria and Africa because they have no territory. Destroy Nigeria benefits them. They have nothing to lose. That is all you know against Opota. All you know guy whitewash. Please, this type of thing. But can you only also now brought that to small circle of traitors. Traitors. I don't have a kobo in my bank. I don't have a kobo in my life. But my thinking is correct. I don't even want that money. And don't even want that money. If I need money, if I want money, it's just for my little case. But Indians are they are never, they've taken all the monies in the world, but never satisfied with anything. All you know agime. Gwakwa na mo asiri mo wa ogbenye. Aposhi George ajo ija ha na-eje. Jegbo onwe ijojo ije arụ ala. Aga ade na pepa na ndị Igbo jere eri Fulani arịrịọ. Chineke ekweli ihe ọjọọ. Chineke ekweli ihe ọjọọ. Ihe unu na-eme. Eri Fulani arịrịọ nụ. Fulani ha arịọ ga-arịrịọ ogbugbu ha gburu ndị Igbo 1937, 45, 53. Ogbu ha gburu Yoruba 1962 to 15 January 66. Ogbu ha gburu ndị TV. Ogbu ha gburu ndị Middle Belt. Ogbu ha gburu North. They've killed almost 60 million people. The Hausa people are now accusing them of killing 7 million Hausa people between 2015 and 2020. Under Buhari. Okay, what are you going to tell you now? N'ime Chaya, I'm telling you ndị Hausa na na-ekwu now. Go ya. Tupu na-ebido gawa ije ọjọọ unu na-aga. Ajọ ije arụrụ ala. Ije amaghị ihe. Ọ bụrụ akọ na ije ka unu na-aga. Nzuzu na ije ka ha na-aga ihe ahụ. Nzuzu na ije na nzuzu. Iberibe ka a na-akpọ iberiberism. Bụ ihe unu na-aga akọgheri ebe unu na-aga. So, biko unu eje n'ije ahụ alọchikwa n'akwụkwọ ahụ ma ọ bụrụ ihe abụ ihe idere n'akwụkwọ ahụ maka ị na-ekwukarị na abolition na nka. Yes, there was a civil war. There is a history of that civil war. That history did not begin in 15 January. But that is where you people's history is started. The history of killings in Nigeria didn't begin with 15 January. 15 January killed 20 people or so. That was not the decision of the Igbo people. was not the decision of the Igbo people. They killed about 20 million people, 20 people, of which one of them was Igbo, for refusing to give them the keys to the armory. If an Igbo high-ranking officer refused to give keys to the armory, does it show the Igbo knew about that coup d'etat? Unu never accept responsibility for what you did on behalf of others, for what you didn't do. When powder na-eto ndị Fulani bụ ọbara n'iru were inyere na-ete ndị Igbo na-enwere ihe mere n'iru. 20 people were killed or so. What about the millions, almost 60 million people killed by the Fulani? Okay, if you object to the estimate, what about those they killed 1937, 45, 53, 62 to 66, and then in Yoruba land, Middle Belt, and so on, and Hausa land? Ije beribe, nzuzu ni ije unu kpara akọbi ije. Lee na-akọ onye nzuzu na-akọ. So I don't accept that thing. Where this voicemail, yeah, I jebu onwe ha n'ije ọjọọ.
Prof.
I jebu onwe ha n'ije ekwensu.
Prof, okwe full time na kumgbe njefu ihe ọkwa Chukwu na-anụ ya bụ ọlụ a. This discussion, this conversation anya is recorded. You have done a great review. Ọkwa na-emele mmadụ invite. Ọkwa Chukwu in fact na iwu anyanwụ himself na iji anyị jee na mgbe ọ sị na ya achọghị ọha na eze chairman eventually pressure tinye there. But I have not told you. He presented me to ọha na eze nek si m organic anchọ ka ọha na eze nek melu m nsị nothing. Nsị I don't mind the way ji bata n'ocha na what God desires to see you for the legacy you leave at your exit. And that is what exactly what you're talking about. It does not matter and say no matter in case the pattern no change, matter about the legacy you're going to leave. And my Facebook is going to guide. So now problem there. But to at least to be part of this information in Nenyegi. And the documents have circulate Buna and a how you are going to say hey Jebegage. Okay. So now in-depth knowledge so a great review. No one will need the name will end up with Leo. Not indeed. So you have given me an in-depth analysis.
Chineke.
So and it's a shame. It's a shame. Now I one unity and the Abunde and one agent and sponsor to split in the Igbo. It's going ahead to split. Okay, Ebola listen take. Email invite all the governors. None came.
Hey!
Also, when you cannot Enugu because I name
on whose behalf are they going to beg the Fulani?
Oh yeah.
On whose behalf are those traitors, criminals, going to beg the Fulani? On whose behalf?
A danger signal.
Are they going to beg the Fulani? That is thanking the Fulani for killing the Igbo. Thanking the Fulani for killing the Yoruba. Thanking the Fulani for killing the TV. Thanking the Fulani for killing the Hausa. Thanking the Fulani for eradicating, wiping out the Hausa. Thanking the Fulani for eradicating, wiping out the Middle Belt. Thanking the Fulani for the atrocities, unknown gunmen, terrorism they impose on Igbo land, the east, the south, the middle belt, Nigeria as a whole. Is Bridget. Because he were a mother. Onye gwara ha mene ihe eme eche na ya eche. A na-ebu ụzọ chee ihe eche tupu emewe ya eme. Lenu na ha ebidogori ebe onwere onye bịara meeting kedu isi onye gwara ha ji eme ya. Kedu onye ha na-emesi ya maka ya. Ihe a bụ osi ndị Fulani na-edunye ha na-ejesi bịa rịọ ha. Ha rịọgbuo onwe ha. God will punish all of them. Devil will punish all of them individually and collectively. Di na-eji arụ ala. Lenu. Who knows? Can you make debate? Can you is there any Ohanese functioning? Except publicity bland rubbish call statement that says nothing. Have they issued any statement? Gary one day Fulani. Na say ka Fulani pushing the Igbo, ha pushing Igbo Nigeria. Shame on all of them. Shame on the so-called Ohanese of Iwanya faction. Ubonia faction. Shame on all of them. Only God will deal with this wickedness on the Igbo people. And I tell you, who told them to go and do such a thing, such a dirty job? When the Fulani should be going all around Nigeria pleading for forgiveness.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from our province of Biafra Land. We are here live and direct, and today is the 3rd day of May 2024. Tatabo Bochi Orie. Therefore, our lines are now opened. Our direct line, as usual, is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. I have callers that have already been lining up, but please make your call or make your contribution as brief as you could, please, because I will be descending in no distant time. Caller on WhatsApp, you are the first caller. Please start by giving us your name and where you're calling from, if you may. Mazi, can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you, Mazi Jonathan.
There we Mazi.
Thank you very much, Mazi Jonathan. My name is Chukwu Emmanuel, and I'm speaking from my location. Yes, Mazi Jonathan, this clip you play this evening, I don't have to go so long, because the man that is defending our people have said it all. But before then, I want to ask a question. Does it mean that there's no way we can go to extent of going to court to make it clear that this thing called Ohanese Igbo is not working for Igbo people as leadership? That this Ohanese Igbo must destroy completely, make sure that nobody is answering Ohanese Igbo anymore in Igbo land. And any race that cannot elect a genuine people to represent them as leader has gone completely. If you listen to the other time, our Chikedozie make a statement last year or so, some time ago, when they start to list the leaders Igbo has from 1930 something, the names and how active those people are working until after the war. These Ohanese indeed come on board by Fulanis, and they have been working to make sure they destroy Igbo as a race. Is it not a time everybody will stand up and say Ohanese Igbo has been completely destroyed and cancelled in Igbo land before other ones, before it's too late? I have never seen in my life or in history, a group of people, a race like that, like Igbo people, a group of criminals will come just to destroy Igbo as a race. Do you know that these people have rendered Igbo useless all over the whole world, not even in Nigeria? For how long are we continue waiting until these people destroy the whole thing completely? How long? It is not a thing just to say it on radio like this will stop. It is better to go to Enugu High Court and show you one their group. Enough of all this nonsense. And the Igbo people will elect somebody to rule them. Must we continue like this? For how long? What type of nonsense? You are going to beg your enemy. Everyone who was killed in Ibadan. Over 300 Igbo officers. Army was killed in the north. Where is these idiots are coming from? The whole house is even built in Lagos. In Abuja and everywhere was destroyed. And these criminals, people have no shame. People that cannot remember that one day they will die. And leave the responsibility for their children if at all they have. Let us take these people to court and dismiss Iwanya and their group and elect somebody to rule Igbo people. Look at the stage of destruction Nigeria has been in. The Yoruba is struggling to remove themselves from Nigeria. Other people are fighting to remove themselves in Nigeria. Only Ohanes and Igbo. Only Chiguruzo and Iwanya know them. These people, how long? How long? How long? How long do we continue to be a slave in the name of Nigeria? How long? Thank you, Mazi Jonathan. Let us watch and see.
Of course.
If we can leave on these people to continue destroying our race.
No, they won't.
Only God knows what is going to happen next.
Once IPOB have entered.
Thank you and God bless.
Okay. There were Mazi. Caller on Mazi Akas. Can you hear me? Caller on signal. Welcome to the program. Mazi Akas. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi Jonathan. Thank you, my beloved brother. Good evening from here.
There were Mazi.
May Chukwu Kabema continue to protect and guide you as you always educate us, trying to quicken our minds to begin to reason like a normal human being, which all of us that are gathering here every time listening to this radio Biafra, the way we reason this time, our mindset and everything, we are no more the so-called Igbo people, the way Nigeria used to look this idiotic Igbos. We are complete different breed. And we are very, very satisfied in what we've learned here in Radio Biafra. Fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, my name is Mazi Akas and I'm calling from Austria. I serve the indigenous people of Biafra as IPOB, Austria National PRO. Please, before I will say one or two things concerning what you are educating us today, I want to use this opportunity to thank all IPOB, Austria, those of all that are, made ourselves available to gather on 1st of May for the rally we have here in Linz, Austria. We want to say a very big thank for coming down here in Linz. And we have showcased once again that Biafra is alive, IPOB is alive, and our leader remains Nnamdi Kanu. We want to say a very big thank you on behalf of our national coordinator, Mazi Jonathan. We say thank you for coming, and as you keep on propagating the restoration of Biafra and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditional release, we say may Chukwu Kabema continue to bless all of us. In Chukwu Kabema's name I pray. He said, Mazi Jonathan, my beloved brother, sometimes when you you be broadcasting. There is the extent that it will get to you. I don't know. You will be saying, I don't know. Mazi, this gospel has penetrated into our people. Believe me, if this thing has not penetrated into our people, you see this man that revoked this evil, this so-called selected Fulani Hanese in Nigeria. This man would have not have this mindset. Even if he had it, he will not be bold enough to speak such thing and said, circulate it, even send it to so-called Joshua Hanese and he will not be bold enough to say, send it to them for them to listen. Our people have come to realize that this issue of these people should allow us to breathe. They should allow people to breathe. Why is it Fulani after they have killed even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? It is from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu I started hearing the time they started killing Igbo. Even when I was my parents was not even dreaming of having giving pregnancy to me. Since 1945, it has started even before 1945. These people, this Fulani has started killing Igbo in Nigeria. This is the same Fulani want to use Igbo to clean the shame, to clean the names even the so-called Nigerians now are calling them. No Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was pinpointing on these people. Fulani is the problem. Fulani is the problem of Nigeria. Counting all the atrocities these people have been committing in that country called Nigeria, none of the people has been waking up, and the shame of what Fulani has contributed in Nigeria is in their face, robbing them. Now they want to use it in the so-called idiotic organizations to clean blood they have shared in Nigeria. Mazi, if these people know the venom that is inside us, let them go to this, let them go and do this rubbish. Then they will know that in Abraham 36, we just keep them quiet because if these people go on behalf of Nnamdi, Kuti will not send them. So how do you get your Fulani for the atrocities that Fulani has committed against us? Now that country called Nigeria, these people will see the worst part of us. We have tolerated them enough. Enough of this madness. We are not the people that start killing in Nigeria. Even when the British collided with this so-called Nigerian military, which is also was part of them. From Lebanon, just as you said, today, but they are telling us to go and make up behalf of Zogu. They know Zogu is an Igbo. But when we tell our people that you are an Igbo, they will say, no, we are not Igbo. I don't know if the people know what they are doing. You want to go and beg for the man told in Zogu that you said they killed the Sadwana, they killed your Sadwana. What happens to other people that don't in Zogu? Is that queue for Igbo? Is that an Igbo queue? It's not an Igbo queue. This is a Nigerian carried out. Even this man said it. Without that queue they did, by now they will not be like even more better for all of us. They want to go and save Nigeria. British treat them. God have one mother. Have a woman at the end of the day. British used to use their own BBC broadcast to come and say it's an evil queue. How can these people continue to deceive our people? Mazi, before God, I even thank God that Ethiopia have written a press release. If these people go, this thing the Fulani has paid them to use them to wipe out the blood that Fulani has committed in Nigeria, Mazi, India, as they go to North, they will remain there and never come back to Igbo land. More people everywhere. Even they want you. Look at the commercial man the energy. They are doing nothing. All you get in Nigeria, even when they caught and say this man have done nothing, they are still holding him. They are doing nothing. You're in your Fulani. They are holding their own brother. They did nothing to them. Okay, doing that now. This
this so-called you want to go. Okay, they are not part of us. We don't know them. They will see the phone
Of course.
from us.
There were. Thank you. And the report coming to us now is that this Ohaneze with someone of their Fulani oligarchy, they are threatening this professor, this professor Obasi Igwe, that is a professor of political science that confronted Ohaneze, the person I played his voice, that they are threatening him. And they are pressuring him now to write a refutal on what he said. Do you see it? We must continue. They are pressuring this man now to write and say, no, I didn't say this, so it's not me. It's this and that. Okay. Mazi Biafran child, please go on. Please, welcome to the program. Please. Can you hear me, Mazi Biafran child?
Can you hear me, Mazi Jonathan?
Mazi, go on, please.
Well, thank you very much for this wonderful program today. Mazi, we are not coming here to shout, but we are going to also educate you, because sometimes, because they are older than us, they think that we don't know what we are doing. And Mazi Jonathan, if you remember what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, he said, these Biafra agitators, we are taking record, and we can never forget anything. When things happen, we are going to bring those things that have passed to them so that they will understand. Mazi, I want Iwanya to understand that one of the participants of the military coup in January 1966 is one of our Colonel Emmanuel Nwobusi. And he is the last of the original coup planner of January 15th, 1966. When that man mentioned or tell our people what really happened in that war, nobody, in that coup of 1966, nobody in Nigeria challenged him. And he was the last coup planner. And he made that program in Israel. And by that year that he did it, I think that was 6 or 7 years ago, his blessed memory, may his soul rest in peace. When he did that broadcast or he reviewed what really happened, they were pressuring him, they were threatening him never to say what happened. But at the end, when he visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Israel, he went to national television and told the great people of Biafra what really happened. And what was the reason the coup was take place in January 15, 1966? First is to stop the radicalization of Fulani agenda in Nigeria. That was the one major problem. And the second one is to release Ahmadu Bello and restore him as a president. And number 3 was to stop jihad in Nigeria. And number 4 was to stop killing of the Middle Belt and taking over the Yoruba land. I don't know, maybe Iwanya are understanding what I'm saying. And when this our Colonel Emmanuel Nwobusi, we are saying or reviewing all these things, what really happened, because he was only man that survived up to last, I think that was last 6 years, if I could remember, when he made that, reviewing what really happened in that January 15th, 1966. And the Mazi, of course, we still have that video. We are going to also push it once again, because what these people are doing today, they think because the last man or one of the last original coup plotter have died, and they think that we are not going to remember what he told us before he died. And we are going to bring back again to say what I want to say, to bring back again that video, so that Iwanya and the Ohaneze Ndibo, we are going to watch that video once again, because what they are trying to do now is they want to turn around and tell the world, or to tell the Fulani, that Ojukwu, our eternal leader, is the one that caused the war. Because for them to go back now and begin to beg the Fulanis that have been killing our people from 1945, before 1945, before this coup will take place, they have been killing our people. And the reason why this coup was, take place with Kaduna and so on, and so forth. That is the reason why also some of our brothers and sisters from Middle Belt have to understand. Now they are calling it Igbo people. But when you are telling them that we are the same, they will be telling you, no, you are from East, we are from coastal region. But of course, I know today they have understood that we are one people. But I want them to understand that as they are going to beg the Fulanis that have been killing our people, even though the Middle Belt people have understood that they use them, even Gowon himself have understood that the Fulanis, they use him. That is why today they are naming his people in Middle Belt. He could not even stand up and defend his people because of the atrocity and evil he committed against Biafran people. Because he cannot just wake up. Because when they won't wake up now and tell them that, okay, you people use me, the Fulani will tell him that you are the one that carried the war. Obasanjo, that is still alive today, never come out and say that what our pa, Colonel Emmanuel Nwobosi, said in the past was wrong. He never said it. Or he never said that it was lie. No, it's now our own now. Because they have taken the place of President General of Ohanese, because our people want to always make notice me. He want to Fulani to love him. He want Fulani to like him. At the end, he will still come back like Ojos Okalo. As he stands today, now Ojos Okalo has no position. Ojos Okalo was crying on national television. Ojos Okalo of all people was crying on national television because they did not give him even position. The same idiocy today, Iwanya want to bring shame to our land, Biafra. Tomorrow they will also abandon. Mazi, I want to ask you, where is John Onyanwood? Can you answer me that question? Where is John Onyanwood that went to Yoruba land and start in the middle of Yoruba, heart of Lagos, be telling people before you kill Fulani, come and kill me, because he was waiting for vice president or second, I don't know what they are waiting for. Today, where is John Onyanwood? Nowhere to be found. The same idiocy now, Iwanya is bringing pain. He wants us to remember the pains that Fulani caused to our people. The kind of killings and men, they kill over 10 million people in our land. Because when they were telling us they just killed 3.5, that was just a paperwork. We know they killed more than 10 million in our land. And we will keep on telling them this. So Iwanya should go and read the history of January 15 coup, 1966. He should go back and read if he don't know, because we are taking record. Every record is there. And I believe from tomorrow we'll begin back again to push out that video of our pa, Colonel Emmanuel Nwobosi, the blessed memory. Mazi, I thank you, because they don't know. But we will keep on educating them.
Of course. There were, of course. There were, you see, Kemazi, you are one of us. Caller on Signal. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Caller on Signal. Caller on Signal. Caller on Signal. Can you hear me? Caller on Signal. Please go on. Okay. Go on, please. My goodness me. Caller on Signal for the last time. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp.
Hello.
Please.
Hello.
Call on WhatsApp, please go on.
Mazi, good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Mazi Jonathan Chinedu. Mazi, esim Biafran land akpọ, sir. Biko Mazi, ihe nchọrọ ihe to bụ complain biko. Radio I adịghị ekwuzi since November last year. So I can sit and complain. Esim anọ m okpoko na ndị ọgbaru nọ na Anambra. Anambra na Biafra land. I don't know where I born. So since that down, hope was them what the election. Since I got radio call to so because no man now just says Okoko or they could see last year November.
Noted.
Because no man now just says people when then I will say and then they will do a radio. Then they will yes. So I do make since bad stop man. Them was your man did go up and from horse's mouth because because I don't need since because thank you. Thank you watching
okay, what you see, okay? A caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Can you hear me? Please go on. Call on WhatsApp.
Hello, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu. Good evening, sir.
Mazi. Please go on.
Okay, thank you very much. Mazi, I was going through our Twitter handles and I found out I see IPOB press release. I had not started this broadcast earlier, but for 5 when I have listened to so many things I've said. Mazi, you see these people. You know, I had Mazi watching saying that we should educate them. These people know what they are doing. What they are doing is what they call knowing and doing. It's not just saying, no, they don't do any education. And these people are traitors, especially where the man is born traitor. He sabotaged this Biafra struggle in 1967. That's how we make his living. That baboon. That man is a demon, is evil. You know, that's why I respected Mazi Jonathan rather his other workers before this one that Okechukwu is in Guzolo and Ford and their cliques, you know, Hanese faction or I don't know, they are planning to go and apologize to Fulani and it's now playing outside. If I should, to my own option or decision, then my own, if there's you ask me, these people must be banned in Igbo and anywhere they see them, even if I ever see any of them, people can get I fight for them, I fight for this struggle. I fight. I go and ask anybody who know me for 50 cents, go and ask of me in Luxembourg. If I see any of them, I don't just make it about. These people have destroyed Igbo race. With their greedy and stupidness, I don't know where this sort of people come from. What they care is about their stomach. Mazi, it's not just we're going to live with these people as well. If we will not show these people example, other traitors will not learn lesson. Other people will not learn lesson. These people they have taken more than required. Mazi, I'm very paranoid this night for seeing this as well. Well, let's see how it goes, huh? Let me stop here from here. Let other people make a conclusion. Mazi, thank you very much.
There were. It is really annoying. Not only annoying, it needs because they are now threatening this professor Igwe. They are threatening him. They are highly threatening and pressurizing him to write a refutal of what he said, so that they will continue that. But they must know, Hannes and Divo must know that we are the people. We are IPOB. The eagle eyes of IPOB are watching them. And they will not go free. They will not go scot-free for having such mindset. They will not go scot-free. We are happy that we have this thing has been revealed and no more. So let them IPOB. We are the people. We are everywhere. It is no more the time they can do anything and get away with it. No. Caller on. Let me see. Let me pick this call on direct line, please. There are series of Mazi, please hold on. I'm coming.
Mazi, good evening.
No, just hold on, please. Hold on. I have caller on direct line. Caller on direct line. Are you there? Please go on. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? caller on direct line. Are you there? Or is he gone? He's gone. Okay. Mazi Patrick, please go on. Can you hear me, Mazi Patrick? Mazi Patrick. Mazi Kim. Mazi, can you hear me? Please remove yourself from mute. Mazi Patrick. In Anonyam Neku.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Sorry, I muted myself.
Yes, go on, please, go on.
I want to say thank you for accepting my call, and I want to send my greetings to Biafrans all over the world. It's my pleasure to be here this evening, and I want to really appreciate Biafrans, your resilience. It is important that we appreciate this moment in history. IPOB came at the right time, and I can tell you that everything is working according to divine providence, Mazi. And I listened to this audio, and I was a kind of, what is going on, because the professor gave us a history breakdown, and he gave those history in details. And you know, just like you have the Nigerian system, where people who have the right quality can never ascend to position of power for the betterment of their people. This same system is also introduced in our own Igbo land, where you have nincompoos and idiots, occupying, entrenching themselves into position of power, because the vacuum is there. When good people refuse to come forward to take positions, idiots like Hope Uzodinma will definitely ascend to throne. When you listen to this professor speak, you see a man who spoke the mind of Igbo. He wasn't just speaking only from history, but he also spoke the mind of Igbo. He expressed the frustration of Igbo. He expressed the feelings of Igbo. And these are the kind of people that are supposed to be in Ohaneze. People who understand the feelings of their people. Unfortunately, that is not the case. But Mazi, I can tell you that every society deserves the leadership they have. Every society deserves the leadership they have. For Ndi Igbo to have the likes of Emmanuel Iwanyan representing them, we deserve it, because we have not actually woken up to say enough is enough. And until we say enough is enough, can never change. And I think that this is a clarion call for every Igbo man, woman, boy, girl, wherever they are, to rise up and say enough is enough. And this whole revelation is also coming at a time that we are remembering our heroes who stood for us and died for us. So I think it is all connected, and we must appreciate this moment and take advantage of the opportunity we have now to correct the wrongs of the past, because Ndi Igbo cannot continue on the same path to perdition. We can no longer continue on the path of allowing criminals to be in charge of our destiny. We cannot have criminals in charge of our destiny in Nigeria's presidency and still have local forces, local criminals in charge of our destiny as Ndi Igbo.
And I trust and I believe in this present IPOB leadership, the Directorate of State. I know that in the coming days, pronouncements are also going to be made outside the publication that have been put forward. I believe that further utterances from the Directorate of State, we expect them to swing into action. We expect them to start letting our people understand that they have to do the needful. We have to start setting these people, making them persona non grata in Igbo land, because that is the only way we can expunge ourselves from these criminal entities and individuals. As far as we continue to refer them as Ohaneze Igbo, they will continue to hold those positions. But for the fact that they are not representing our interest, we have to rise up and say enough is enough. And Mazi, until we rise up and say enough is enough, not just coming to the radio here to shout and get angry, but making sure that we identify these people and putting them in their proper places, we might never see any change. So I think that is all I have to say for now, Mazi. Actions are needed to be put on the ground. The professor must be protected, and these people threatening him should understand that the threat to the life of that professor is a threat to the life of every Igbo man, boy and girl. And because that professor is the original representative of Igbo, not Iwanya and his cohorts. And that is the reason that Igbos must rise to make sure that this Ohaneze Igbo is kicked out of our land for us to be able to find the true leaders that will represent Igbos all over the world and speak our mind and our voice, represent us in truth and in honesty, so that the Igbo man dignity and honor will return back once again. Mazi, this is all I have to say. I want to say thank you once again for the opportunity given me.
There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Mazi Patrick. Of course, this professor must be protected. And they know IPOB. They understand. Caller on signal, I think you'll be the last caller. Caller on signal. Please go on. Can you hear me? Caller on signal.
Yes, I can hear Mazi Jonathan.
There, Mazi.
Okay, Mazi Jonathan, Biafrans are lovers of freedom. I'm famous Mazi Bona. Mazi, just a quick one. I will say it, and I will say it the way it is, because it has become a clarion call for us who believe in this our struggle for liberation, because this is the only hope we have for survival, even as Igbo race and other languages in Biafra land and in Biafra territory. Without this liberation movement instituted by Mazi Nnamdi, I don't think we can be today to refute some of these things that has been happening to us, that this our wicked fathers who call themselves Ohanese has continued to put us under the foot of the Fulani, because these are the people they single-handed, Mazi. Just like our brother Mazi Patrick just said, reason for all these things is because there are no consequences. It's not enough. Emotionally, all of that. These people know what they are doing. It's a calculated effort to undermine what they did to the Igbos. The other day, the Fulanis, they were visiting America and all around, and America is from there giving a very charade report on what happened. How dare America open their mouth and begin to see, condemn, call us terrorist group, that Nigeria designate us terrorist group. But they say they are writing reports for us, condemning what happened. These are dots connecting itself against our people. And who are they using? Those softer food in our land, those people who are wearing our faces, who have the same belief we have, who wear the same ishagu you have, these are the people they are using. They are not using Fulani man to come from Sokoto or Zamfara anywhere to come and do some of these things. It is this our own people. It's high time if we want to really face the reality of what is happening to our people, these people who call themselves the leader, just like our press release has stated, those our brothers who believe in Igbo cause, who are in America, all over Europe, all over the world, who always celebrate with Igbo. But when evil is being committed in their land, they will never raise their voice to speak in condemnation. It can only happen in Igbo land that somebody will make this kind of statement, that even speaking of the war that happened 1967 to 70 genocide they committed against our people, what ended the war, the agreement that made the Britain to end the war, has Nigeria prevented it? The 3R, which history has even proven to us that it is almost up to 6 hours, but let's go with the 3R: reconciliation, rehabilitation, and integration, which they agreed. Which of these 3R has been presented against our fathers that they issued 20 pounds, that they seized their properties, killed them, everything was being done. Our mothers were raped, married up to Fulani soldiers that gave birth to some of these people we are fighting today, dragging our land with, that call themselves Nnamdi. Mazi, it's a sorry state for us as a race. And if we can say we are proud people, come on, say we are proud people, we can do this. These are time we can prove to ourselves that we are really proud people. This is a time for every Igbo son and daughter. Not all these content creators who are online chasing cloud, whereas their land is being sold. We look at what happened in Enugu the other day. None of these organizations, but even the government of the state, is able to call the people who committed this atrocity by their name. So, if we are looking up to all these people as a leader or as whoever that is controlling the territory and was speaking on our behalf on any forum, Mazi, we are still down as a race. It's better we begin to rise up as a people to begin to occupy some of these positions. I know that our leadership some time ago came up here and began to outline something that we will project Igbo National Assembly, that we represent this useless organization and that Fulani instituted in our land that they are using to insult us. Is an insult to the memories of the 30th May Heroes Day that died. We are going to observe at the 30th May of this month. Is the insult to the memory of those who laid their life for us to be alive today, that our people are going or thinking or planning to go and apologize. Apologize for what? Let's even imagine you waking up tomorrow and you hear that any Fulani imam or a king rose up to say that for the interest of unity in Nigeria, let them, these Fulanis, let the northerners that they call themselves, come to, they are coming to apologize to the Igbos for what they did to their forefathers, to their fathers. Do you think such person will even sleep in that? They will declare him alpha. They will even destroy and destroy his generation. Make sure that such things never come out again in their land, because they have sworn that we are their arch enemy. But on our own part, all these criminal elders who has dubious character, since all these organizations will begin to swear out of office with Bible, that's when I begin to know that but we know that what IPOB has come to represent is the reason why this kind of discussion are being made in public fora today, for people to know that we condemn in totality whatever be the reason behind such evil and malicious move by these criminals. They are not representing us. They have never represented us for one day. So if they go in their bedrooms and form whatever they form in the interest of scamming other race that they are representing, we are putting them on notice for the world to know that these are criminals, these are charlatans that are destroying our land. and we can never ever submit ourselves to this kind of humiliation by these criminals. Mazi, go on quote because as for the popular for
thank you. Thank you. We stop picking calls, please. And as I said, reports written IPOB leadership now. It has it that Ohaneze, someone and their Fulani counterparts, their Fulani masters, they are threatening this man. His name is Professor Obasi Igwe, is Professor of Political Science. The man that confronted these people and boldly made his voice to be heard everywhere. Let me tell you, let me say it. They should know now that any person that touches this man, Ohaneze will be held accountable. They want this man to write and refute that clip that is not him, or maybe he was under drug or this and that. They should understand that this man now is under IPOB protection. Any touch against him is touching against IPOB, and we are everywhere. Your children, your wife, your sons, they are IPOB. Therefore, all these people, all these Igbo useless people, Igbo useless individuals that are serving the caliphate, you have to understand that this man is under IPOB protection. Anything that happens to him, you will be held accountable. You have to understand that. You Igbos, how many millions of us? You want to concoct your thing and go, and anything you go and sell us, and somebody will not talk. Nobody will raise a line. That era has gone. That era has gone. Ihe ọnụ chọrọ n'ala Igbo, ọnụ ga-enweta ya, ịgwa gị eziokwu. That thing ọnụ chọrọ n'ala Igbo. Ihe mmadụ na-anwụkwa na once. Once onye nke ahụ ga-even onye nwụrụ anwụ maazị na ọ nwụrụ anwụ. So, people should stop threatening this man, Professor Obasi Igwe. He is now under IPOB protection, and people should take note of that. Anything that any pressure on him anyhow is being monitored. Therefore, people should understand this, that the time has gone when people, any person can go and collect money and use the Igbo people, because sell Igbo people as they want, because they know that the Igbo say, hey, we are defeated in war. No more. That was before. Is no more. So we must continue. We have no apology. Fulani should apologize to us Igbos and other indigenous people in that space called Nigeria, because they have committed atrocities. They have killed more than 60 million indigenous people, and most part of it is us Igbos. So, all this, you can fool some people for some time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. Roman Empire that ruled the world, a time, where are they today? A time came, they started diminishing. Are you hearing me? That is how the world is. Nothing lasts forever. Power doesn't last forever. That is the reality. So, we are rising and we are under the awakening. Therefore, we must continue preaching this gospel, irrespective of whose ox is God. It doesn't matter. We don't care. What matters to us is our collective interest, our renaissance, our freedom, because that is where we are going. Our awakening. Biafra is our religion, is our destination, and nothing more. It's our ideology. Therefore, we should continue preaching this gospel and making sure that we continue being resilient. Do not forget that tomorrow, being Saturday, there will be IPOB fundraising. Yes, ESN fundraising. Please. Mazi Jonathan Chinedu will be in charge of the coordination. Therefore, you have to be there to give, to provide, to donate, because what we are doing needs money. Also, on Sunday, our First Lady will be on this hallowed platform to address Biafrans. That is it. And do not forget that we are in this, our holy month, our heroes and heroines remembrance month. It is a sober month for us, where we reflect and have deep thinking or deep thoughts about the people that fell that we may live. Please, thank you for listening. Biafra remains our religion, our ideology, everything we have. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening.
For the Yoruba to forgive them, for the Hausa to forgive them, for the TV to forgive them, for the Niger Delta to forgive them.